What is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know
My
who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Woo! Welcome to Member Stream on a Sunday night. Yeah, come here, Kelly. Come here, Kelly. How's everyone doing tonight, Kelly?
I'm limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun.
Come here, Kelly. Come here. Come here. Come on. There you go.
Hello, Kelly. How
Upside
you
down
doing?
dog. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to have lots of fun. It's going to be chill. I did put the link in the members in the community section. But Blue Jay also may have a game for us. So I want to make sure to get that done because I enjoy them a lot. Hey, Anna, how's it going? Hold on. I know I did that as a joke, but it's making me dizzy. Oh no, the wire. Okay. So I'm joined by Taladia and Blue Jay. We're gonna have a nice chill stream tonight. We might do the game right away. Depends. I was just having some fun. It is members night, so only members tonight. But if a Sword of Power member wants to give the link to someone else, they're permitted. So Blue
I don't
Jay,
have Sword of Power. I don't have Sword of Power, so I'm just putting that.
or whatever, or Blue Jay, or if you wanted to send it to RJ, you can.
Can I?
Not every week, but yes, this week's fine. Because we also want to get some people to play Blue Jays game at the start too. We don't want no one to be here.
Okay. RJ, take a look at your Twitter DMs.
Okay. I'm gonna go put Callie away because she's driving me insane. Can't believe the work week is coming up again. And Super Jeff, good gamer, member for 6 months. Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate it. Okay. And I'll be right back. I'm just putting Callie away. I'm giving her a biscuit.
So while Max is gone, guys, this is the Taladia Play Show. Hi, Blue Jay, if you're still there.
Hi.
Did you see Planet of the new Planet Apes film?
Yes, I saw it this afternoon.
Did you like it?
I thought it was good. I thought it was good, but I don't like it as much as the other three.
Right.
It's the pacing's a little slow. It's a little awkward at times. I did like the CG is still amazing. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
The villain's pretty great. I just think that it's just way too long. It's 5 minutes longer than War for the Planet of the Apes, but the pacing of that movie is a bit better though on that one. This one is just kind of, I mean, it's something kind of drags, but it's kind of like I see this movie as a not like a kind of a do-over. I want to say, kind of.
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. There is one film I'm excited for though.
What?
It's starring David Cornsweet in it. Twisters.
Oh yeah, that one. I'm kind of. It's like I'll check it out, but I mean, Twisters is such a weird movie to get a sequel out of.
It's not. It doesn't even feel like it's connected to the first film. So
Yeah, it's like I mean, I watch it just to see stuff get blown up.
I'm looking for you on Twitter, Jeff. How's it going, RJ?
Hello.
I actually played AEW video game today with my cousin.
Fight Forever?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I wouldn't have, it was $60. I wouldn't have been happy with it, but $10.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bought it
You
for
probably got it on sale. Yeah.
at Walmart. Yeah. You should show the Hope and Glory trailer.
I don't know what that
Oh,
is.
Jade's been telling me about a Mad Max fan film and then another fan film, which I got to check out. So we're as soon as Blue Jay's ready, we could go jump straight into the game. But while we're waiting for that, though, something that I want to do to make Flick Chart even more fun, is to add movies, because this is an old website in the early days of the internet, and they don't have a lot of movies unless you manually enter them. So can you name a movie? I'll type it and then I'll add it. So next time we do Flick Chart, it'll be popping with some recent movies the last few years that should be in the best movies of all time.
Planet of the Apes? I don't know.
Planet. The new one?
Yeah. Or any of them.
Let me see.
Also, Droga, there will be one point where I will be getting you on the channel, just FYI.
Add to my Flick Chart. Into what's the newest Spider-Verse?
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across. You see my bad spelling.
Across of the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, we're only gonna do this. What? Maybe Spider-Man. Hey, it's late, okay?
I'm sorry.
There it is, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse 2023.
We can add a few of those there. See, this is gonna make the game a lot more fun too. So like later on, we could play that. There's some more Spider-Man in there. Boy, usually the problem with RJ is he won't be quiet. Now he has nothing to say. I'm just kidding, RJ. Do you have any suggestions, please?
RJ is a bit quiet today, like it was last night. Just saying.
Really?
The Batman?
Oh, that's right. That's a good one to add. Oh, I already put it in there. Okay. The Batman. All right. Who's in here? Let me see. Cal. If his connection's all right, we'll see. All right. And then that'll be the last one I add and we'll play the game. Cal, how's it going?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yes.
All right. My internet decided to cooperate.
Okay. It's a little staticky, so it's fine though. We'll keep you on, and then just once we play the game, just wait. We'll all wait till we get to each person's turn. So let me remove that, because the more people that are coming, it might get, the StreamYard has a problem with more people. All right, so let me get on Blue Jay's channel, and we'll get this started. It's been a while. And yes, Blue Jay, I'm sorry I keep procrastinating. I do eventually want to give some type of giveaway. What I'm thinking about doing is because I could get VHS tapes for $1, is slide something in the cover and then have a bunch of VHS and put my Blockbuster shirt on. The people at the highest get first pick, and then you get you get the movie and what's in it. Or I could ship it, or the person could decide to reveal what they won besides the tape. That might be fun.
Max, I'm sorry. I do want to say, you've been talking about this giveaway stuff, and I've yet to see you do it. I'm just saying.
Woof. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I don't.
Giveaways.
Nice seeing you, Cal. No, I'm just kidding. Call me out like that. I know.
On your own channel.
No, you're right. You're right. It's been I had some major bills that came up unexpected. The dentist was a disaster at the end of 2023.
I'll tell you what, Mac. I'll tell you what. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you what would be really cool to me is it was like a giveaway. Like if you had a, I don't know. I was gonna pull some shit out of my ass. If you had a VHS of Action Jackson and you put two Calvin. No, I'm just saying, and you put two Calvin from Max. You know what I mean? As a giveaway, I'd be like, hell yeah, that'd be cool. You know what I mean? I got something from you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway,
And my apologies to Blue Jay. I already diverted us, and that was my fault for bringing it up. So Blue Jay, take away.
Oh, no, you're good.
That's a great idea, Cal. Yeah, and I could easily slide a gift card in there or some cash in the VHS sleeve too. You know,
or just a note. I mean, people watch you, Max. They watch you because they like you. That would be cool to get something from you.
Can you try one more time to come out and come back in just to see if that helps with the static? And then
you sound robotic.
Am I staticking too bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
All right, Blue Jay, if you want to take it away, though, go ahead.
Well, all right, everybody, welcome back for another game, and we're just going through the Rotten Tomatoes game once again. I've been in a bit of a hot streak with this thing, so same thing as always. Just guess which is the highest critic rating and all that stuff. So
okay, 6
of us here. Let's get it.
No cheating,
Anthony. I'm kidding.
Oh, it's got to be G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Claudia, take it away.
I'm gonna say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay. Max.
Out of the Shadows was the second one. Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Rise of Cobra is the first year. I don't think people liked. Oh, my cousin's in the chat. Thank you. Don't forget to thumbs it up, please. You did.
You got a cousin? No, I'm playing.
No, he's over playing his Steam Deck. He doesn't even want to play my Xbox. He's like, I got my Steam Deck.
Yeah, because a shitbox is shitbox.
Oh, Anthony.
There you go, man.
I mean, look. I mean, it's true. What you?
Okay. Well, I would say G.I. Joe.
All right, RJ.
This is sorry, I'm playing something in the background. I'm kind of like multitasking.
You're not multi-nothing because you weren't listening to the rules.
No, I'm just making sure the box office game, Craig, which one made the most money.
No, this is a Rotten Tomatoes game.
I knew he was. Okay. See, I'm not paying. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm all.
No, it's all good.
So you're saying like Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah,
which one has the highest?
I'm gonna say I don't think it's G.I. Joe. I'm gonna go Turtles. I'm gonna say Turtles.
I'm gonna go with Ninja Turtles as well. I remember when when the Rotten Tomato for Black Adam first came out, the Rock was hilarious. I swear to God.
All right. And the answer is.
Ooh,
wow.
Wow, by 1%.
Well, that was the right choice because Black Adam's awesome.
1%. That's tough.
Ooh.
Wait, Max got it?
Yeah, Max said Black Adam.
No, I went G.I. Joe.
You don't even own Black Adam on
Yes, I do.
No, you
Rhea sent it to me. I have.
He's got the T-shirt.
Yeah, she did send you. Yeah, she did last year.
He's also got the T-shirt, guys.
Yeah.
For evidence.
All right, second round.
All right, Cal's back.
All right. Let's see here. Claudia.
I'm gonna say. Oh, is that the first Fast and what's it called? That's the fourth.
That's
Fast
the fifth one, I believe, right?
That's the fourth one. I know titles are
God
kind of
damn.
I'm gonna say Venom.
Max.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be the last Jurassic World film. It can't be.
Venom, and then.
Anthony, are you trying to do?
He singing?
Were you trying to do Eminem?
That was cringe.
Oh, sorry, Cal. Cal, are you there? Okay. Well, Anthony, go. Oh, you were singing that was your choice, Venom.
Yeah.
No, it's not my choice. It's just
He's trying to cringe himself.
Yeah, it was just cringe. Although that song became very popular when the movie came out, though.
Okay. And Cal, I think is still. Thank you for trying, Cal. I apologize. I think I have messed you up worse. Can you hear us? You'll just have to keep going, Blue Jay. I'll explain to Cal if he comes in.
All right. Did you pick Max?
Yeah, I said Fast and Furious.
Okay. If you hear rumbling, that's just a stupid dumbass outside bumping his music. All right. RJ.
I know critics hated the last Jurassic World movie. Like that got torn to shreds. They didn't care for Venom, and I don't think they cared for Fast and Furious either. All of these, I think they pretty much lambasted. But if I'm picking which one that they might have been nicer to, I'm gonna go with Fast and Furious.
That's an interesting choice, RJ. I'm not gonna
But
lie.
because I think that's the fourth one, so I think that's the one where they kind of started turning things around a little bit. So maybe that's why they were nicer.
Yeah.
No, The Rock
Anthony?
did not say Fast and Furious. I'm gonna go with Venom 1 now.
That dude likes to interject his own hate for.
No, because I keep seeing that shit all over social media. It's like, no, he did.
Yeah.
And Cal, are you able to answer? Or I'm sorry, Cal. Okay, we'll just have to keep moving.
Hey.
Okay. Okay, we can hear you now, Cal.
I don't know what's going on. I was trying to get my stuff back together. So what is the deal? What's going on here? What is the Blue Jay game?
Which one you think has the highest Rotten Tomato
score out of the
The highest Rotten Tomato score?
Yeah, out of the three.
Out of
Yeah.
three? Venom.
Okay.
Alrighty. And the answer is.
Yeah, I won.
Oh!
By 1%.
Good one, Cal.
I won, yeah. Me and Cal won. It's not bad.
I should
That
have. I thought maybe Venom, but I didn't get my instinct.
That last
I
Jurassic
don't still
World film
understand
should be
how
worse.
I don't understand how Jurassic Minion made $1 billion. The same month, the same month as Top
Jurassic
Gun Maverick
Minion?
and
What is
Doctor
that?
Strange. I still don't understand how. Yo,
I don't know. People.
Yo, 2022 was a crazy time. Like, there's no way.
that movie was just a mislead. It was not about dinosaurs.
How you make $1 billion?
Well, people like dinosaurs, so it's the name.
Oh my god! Like, this is unbelievable.
But remember, Venom is a much bigger IP than I would say Fast.
Is that 300 the rise of? That's the second one or the first one?
That's the second. One. Is that the first one? Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's the first one.
Yep. All right.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go with Cal.
That's a good ass movie.
Cal, what you think?
Cal, you there?
What? Yes, I'm here. What? I was trying to fix the camera.
You're
I'm sorry.
first. No, you're good. You're first, bro.
What? What is it? What is it?
Still Rotten Tomatoes highest.
Jesus Christ, that's a hard one, Blue Jay, son of a bitch.
Yeah, you son.
I'd say Mario, but I'm leaning towards 300. But I'm going to say Mario.
Okay, Anthony.
I'm gonna go with 300. That's my like Zach third or fourth.
Oh God! Not this guy. Not this guy again. No, my God.
It's time for me to take over the game.
Not again. I still
not again. Yeah, exactly, Talati. He knows I take over the game.
There's two Raptors. I see.
Perp, what you think?
About what? I don't even know what are the rules?
Oh, the Rotten Tomatoes game.
Rotten Tomatoes score.
Highest
what got
Rotten
the
Tomatoes
ultimate score?
Yeah, ultimate score.
Power Rangers.
God damn it! I'm leaving.
All right,
okay.
sorry.
No, I was fucking.
Power Rangers was good. I wasn't finished.
Oh my
I give
god,
reasons.
he has to
goodness,
give a
Perp.
thesis
I
statement
give
for it. Go ahead.
reasons.
Uh-huh.
Power Rangers was very good. I think the biggest critique was that there was not enough Power Rangers action.
That's
Hello? Hello? A little more Power
That-
Rangers action in your Power Rangers live action movie? Hello?
Calm
What's he trying
down.
to do here?
Yes, that was critique. But anyway, what's your pick?
He's picked Power Rangers. Okay. RJ.
Well, we know the critics didn't like the Mario movie because a lot of them were stupid. I don't think they care for the Power Rangers movie either, even though
Those
it's
fans
criminally
wouldn't stop
rated.
bitching about it, you mean?
Well, the Power Rangers movie was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was actually great.
I would have liked to have seen them do more with it, but sadly, just didn't make them. So I think I'm going to go with 300. I think 300. I think is one of Zack Snyder's better reviewed movies, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to go with 300.
Well, this is the sequel.
No, that's the first one.
That's
Oh,
the
it
first
is.
one.
Oh,
That's
that's
the first one, bro.
Where do you get that?
Oh, I thought it was the sequel.
The Rise of whatever they call it. I think whatever.
Rise of the 300.
Rise of the 300.
It's literally a shot from
Alright.
the first one.
Max.
Well, now that I know I made the mistake, I thought it was. I don't know why I thought it was the second one. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a
300.
huge mistake.
Yeah, it's 300. Revoke my Zack Snyder
Major
card.
hit.
I'll go 300.
Taladi.
Zack attack
I'm going with 300 as always.
as always.
Yeah, Zack Snyder, baby.
Alrighty. And the answer is
Yeah. I was
I'm
gonna go
winning
with Power
2-1.
Rangers if it wasn't 300, so I'm glad.
Yeah,
I-
that makes sense.
I got
Alright,
two
hold on.
People forgetting that Mario was like the second highest grossing movie of last year.
let's see. Max got 300.
Yeah,
Taladi
I
got
got
300.
300.
RJ got
300.
Entered the
Anthony.
game.
300.
Googler.
Googler.
All right. Round 4.
Cuatro. Oh, Lord God mercy.
Oh my lord.
Solo.
Oh, this one's easy. I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead, RJ.
I'll 100% go first. I can tell you right away that it's not Solo and it's definitely not Blue Beetle. It is Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel got great reviews. I know for a fact that movie
No, but the kid's tough trolling.
at least 75 to
I
70%.
think you're right.
Fact. I remember that was a big controversy. It's like, oh, it's certified fresh. I'm gonna go Captain
Oh yeah,
Marvel.
I remember that.
Remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah. No. All right. Taladia.
Yeah, I believe.
I'm going with same with RJ, Captain Marvel.
Max.
Solo.
Anthony.
Damn, bro, because these. So, Blue Beetle's a good movie. Probably the best DC movie of last year.
Agreed.
I'm gonna go with Captain Marvel or not. Brie Larson. Kim.
All right. Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
And Cal. I just skipped him.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go. Well, fucking. I do. Sorry. What you do was right. No, I'm sorry. I genuinely am sorry. I didn't mean to do that. But Blue Beetle is tight. Blue Beetle is tight. But I do remember what dude was talking about Captain Marvel. So I mean, I could be wrong. I know Max probably did those just to be different. But Captain Marvel, I remember that, and I think that is the right one. I'm not sure, but I think that's right.
All right. Let's find out. And the answer is.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. Yeah, it was right. By what? Blue Beetle score is good. That was a surprise last year. I was a very surprised last year about the Blue Beetle score.
I knew
So
it.
RJ gets a point. I get a point.
Anthony gets a point.
I don't know
Perk
about
gets a
Max. I think
point.
Max.
I got a point.
But
Yeah.
69 for Solo is not bad. That's really not bad.
69.
That is
Nice.
actually higher than the last Star Wars movie. So that's
Right.
not bad.
All right. Final round.
That is not
Final-
bad for doodoo ass Lord Miller.
I knew someone was gonna say it.
Oh my God, Kung Fu Panda! Jesus Christ!
Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to click of a button.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Is it crazy
You know,
to say
whatever.
that the new? It's crazy that Kung Fu Panda 4 is about to be the second highest of the franchise.
Luigi, why is your thing going a little bit slow? Just curiosity.
I can tell what the last one is.
For comedy purposes.
He wanted it to rise.
Yeah, the rise.
The fire rises.
All right.
I gotta say that poster's one of the funniest posters.
Yeah.
Sausage Party. Well, we're getting a sequel to that on Amazon Prime. Check it out, anyways.
Wait
All
a
right,
minute. Wait a minute.
Anthony,
I see
can you
Kung
turn it
Fu
off,
Panda.
Twitch? We're not movie talking. We're a game. I'm just kidding.
I can't see every one of them. I don't know what the last one is. I see Kung Fu
Secret
Panda,
Life of
Sausage
Pets.
Party.
Secret Life of Pets.
Okay. I don't know.
All right. Lil Perp, go ahead.
Kung Fu Panda 2.
Cal.
I don't know. Nah, it could have been Sausage Party. Yeah, probably Kung Fu Panda.
Anthony.
So you know what? I'm gonna go with Sausage Party. That's the Sausage Party. That one's getting a sequel on Amazon.
RJ.
You remember all the memes of that one? Oh my God.
Yeah, this one's Kung Fu Panda 2. That one I remember being like very much critically acclaimed.
Max.
Secret Life of Pets.
Doesn't Harrison Ford voice the character in the Secret Pets?
He's in the second one.
Oh, he's in the second one. I thought he was in the first one. Okay, that
The
makes
first
sense.
one I thought people liked a lot.
Taladia.
I'm gonna say Kung Fu Panda 2.
All right. And the answer is
Oh, Sausage Party got 82%.
1%.
That's funny.
I'm surprised it wasn't last.
Always go with the one that is. Kung Fu Panda got 4 or 5 movies. For Sausage Party's getting a TV show on Amazon Prime as a sequel. So
a hero will
And
rise.
he said it right after that. I was like, Sausage Party now. That can't
No, I'm
be
not.
Kung Fu Panda.
I'm not gonna
It's
say this
perfect.
joke. I'll put the joke.
But he said it right after that. Anyway.
I'm gonna put this joke in there.
but Kung Fu Panda 2 is a good movie though. I ain't gonna lie. That was
yeah. Well,
Maybe
we'll
I
look
gotta
at the review of the
You
score.
should get them on VHS.
Thank
man. They
you.
don't have VHS.
Thank you,
tape on
Blue
Kung Fu
Jay.
Panda.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay,
Look
go
what I
ahead.
put in the private chat, Mac. Look what I put in the private chat.
No,
Oh no,
I missed
no,
part. I
I'm
want
not
another
doing that.
Hey,
Look at-
Wiener will. Oh my gosh.
It's a
Claudia,
joke.
we have to put you in a
I know.
timeout, bro.
It's a joke. It's a
I
joke.
know,
That's why I
I
didn't
know.
say that. That's why I didn't want to say it.
What's a whiner?
Watch the movie. You will know.
That's you. You're a whiner.
I haven't whined about anything yet. Come on, Max. You know how to whine. Come on.
Well, at least I gave
All
you the
hold
right
on,
characters
this
from
is
Marvel
on Blue
Rivals.
Jay's channel still. Everyone behave.
That is true.
So let me go do the score again. So let me go do the score. Anthony, for some reason, is in the lead.
This is a recount. That's not accurate.
Oh no!
I don't like you,
I
smug
haven't been in
bastard.
it lately, but
You
I
smug
guess
bastard
the
looking
first- I
at me like that.
You was number 1 for a while, Max. I just came back.
I haven't really even keep track of the whole entire score in general, so I'm just doing it like.
Isn't it like the definition of smug? Like that's smug. George Clooney's
Yeah,
smug.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
smugging.
RJ, Taladia, and Cal both got 2. Max and
Nice.
Perp got 1.
Actually, I got 3.
3.
Yeah,
Oh,
Venom.
yeah, you did.
Bullshit.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. Yeah, Anthony and Taladia. Even though Anthony's still in the league for some reason.
Well, thank you so
I
much,
really
Blue
think-
Jay.
I really don't even think that I should count because I'm not even on here enough. Damn.
No, I'm just going like
Oh,
each
so
like
that-
stream by
that-
stream. You know, I'm not really sticking to like
okay.
one specific.
Yeah,
score.
listen. Hold your pants, Cal. The score keeping isn't going to happen until the giveaways happen. Those are coming
Max,
real soon.
When you do that, Max, I'm gonna put together a very ultimate box office game. I would do like
Yeah. That should be the giveaway. Well, I don't know. It's hard to do. You can't really do it that way. Never mind.
Well, we are gonna end it on Blue Jay's stream, not the stream altogether. Let me. It's been a while since I did this. Hold on.
Make sure you like and subscribe to Blue Jay's channel.
Subscribe to Blue Cinema. I do a lot of cool things. Maybe I'm gonna do a Zack Snyder tier list stream coming soon. If anybody wants to join on Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will have only 5 people on because I don't want too much derailing and stuff right now. So that's just me.
Okay.
If you want to join,
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Oh, really? Is that how I do it? Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you, Blue Jay.
No problem.
All right. Okay. So we have some main topic. Well, we have Star Wars main topics, but
I was there about Star Wars.
I was having fun.
Wait, Max. Where's Voltaire when you need him?
I don't know.
Where is Voltaire?
I don't know.
Be busy. He's a busy man.
He's busy with a bidet. I don't know.
He's a busy with a...
So I thought this would be fun to add some more movies for Flick Chart 2 for later, because I do like Flick Chart. It's just it's not and I've got an update from Bruce for Monday Madness. Scooby-Doo live action casting tomorrow night. Casting couch. He's bringing back the casting couch.
Whoa. Wait, Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
Hold
So
on,
Perp, do you have some? Oh, I have an update for Perp too. I saw Beekeeper. My cousin hated it.
I feel sorry for you, man.
And I was defending it until I got to the end part, and I was like, I can't. This movie's horrible.
Yeah.
Perp, answer for your crimes, sir.
I disagree. That movie was
between Blue Beetle. Yeah.
No.
No.
We're not. I'm saying about Beekeeper. That was not a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Beekeeper, I haven't seen that one yet, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to spoil why I thought it was bad.
I watched it. Max, I watched
Really?
it.
You thought it was bad?
Yes.
Everyone I've heard loves it.
I mean, the action's kind of fun. It just Go ahead, Kyle.
Well, I mean, yeah, I watched it. I mean, yeah, the action's kind of fun and stuff like that, but it's your standard, whatever. And and the ending, like you said, is kind of
no spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers though,
but it's just I don't know, it's a standard Statham movie to me, in my opinion. I feel like I have to say that now, in my opinion. But
I think Statham was one of the best parts of the movie. Yeah.
He's always good. He's a good actor. He's good. He's good in a certain genre, and that's what they've done, and that's what happened. I mean, what do you expect? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Perp, since you're here, we can add movies to Flick Chart so we can rate them. So movies within the last few years that's not on Flick Chart here, go.
How would I know what's on Flick Chart?
No, we're going to add them. They're not included Flick Chart because this is an old website. So if there's a movie that came out that should be included in the best movies of all time that came out the last few years, I will add it. So
really?
Barbie,
okay, maybe I
Mario,
Oppenheimer,
Across the Spider-Verse.
Here.
We gotta go on the screen.
Add to my Flick Chart.
Cool.
Rebel Moon, psych, that trash ass movie.
We could put Rebel Moon in there.
Past Lives.
Past Lives.
Anyone But You.
Oh,
Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
I'm sure that's in there.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure we ran into that one before.
Transformers. Let me just put that in. It'll bring up all the recent ones. And people get to see my horrible spelling.
I'm just laughing.
So where's the recent one? Rise of the Beasts?
Oh yeah, that one. That was awesome too. I like that. Wait,
All
so it's only just going for like the left section. You can't do the right section?
No, that's just putting it in as a a flick
Oh,
chart already. So
okay.
I have to click add my flick chart. Okay, give me some more, guys. Good movie. Renfield, that's a good
I
one.
guess it needs to be movies you guys all saw.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. How are you gonna vote?
Just
What
like me.
else? Madam Web.
Zone of
right.
Interest. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
No.
Dogman. Moonlight. Arrival.
Hold
Anyone
on a
but
sec.
you, Pep. Anyone but you, Pep.
Am I spelling it
Moonfall.
right?
Yeah.
No,
There
it's
it
with
is.
one B.
I
John Wick
spelled-
John Wick Chapter 4, Creed 3,
Yeah, man.
There's
so many, dude.
The Sidney
Creed.
Sweeney movie. The Sidney Sweeney movie.
All right, I'll go with
Anyone
that.
but you.
Guardians 3,
Silent Night. Napoleon. The Iron
Violent
Claw.
Night, Guardians 3,
Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's go. Dark Harvest. Let's go.
Oh my
gosh,
gosh.
what else?
Ballerina. Let's go. Totally Killer. We love that one. Expendables 4. Why not?
What
Who
else?
cares?
Revenge of the Sith.
The Haunting of Venice. Let's go. Dream
Wow.
Scenario.
Actually, Great Scenario is a decent movie.
All movies are rated.
The Haunting.
Council
Monster House.
should be on the list.
Saltburn, because it makes everyone cringe.
RJ's like super quiet.
RJ's tweeting.
Let the
boy tweet.
RJ's probably playing a game.
No,
Extraction
like I said,
2.
I'm multitasking.
Late Night with the Devil.
What
Scream
else?
6. Scream 5. Quantumania.
Hell,
Blood and
you
Honey.
bugging.
I have a suggestion. The Marvels.
The Marvels.
Okay.
Actually, that movie was okay. I didn't
Guardians
mind
of the
that
Galaxy.
movie. That movie was
3.
okay. What
Talk
else?
to me.
Chimpan or Chimp Man.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Monkey Man. Pearl.
Pearl. Okay.
PG porn.
Did you just say
All right.
what did you just say?
Look it up.
What did he say?
Rooftops.
Look it up.
Oh, Godzilla -1.
Say that one more time.
Finally, a foreign film.
P.
Eraser Reborn. I saw that. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
I just want to let Max know this is great content right now.
The
This is
Matrix
amazing.
Resurrection. 355. The 355.
Are we
Remember
even
that one?
picking a movie now, or are we just saying movies now?
Everything.
Write them. I'm calling them out. Write them down. Talk to me, men.
Oh my god. All right, I'm only doing a few more.
Hidden
Anyone
Strike
but
with
you?
Jackie Chan and John
Yes,
Cena.
anyone but you, yes.
So a new thing we're gonna do whenever
Dune
time
2.
we play Flick Chart is we'll at least add 5 each time we play, and that'll really beef it up. So let's try this first one here.
Roadhouse.
Wait, I want to vote. How can rank movies now? Okay. Why didn't it?
War.
Why didn't it? Okay.
Kingdom of the Planet
War.
Apes.
It's the same movies over and over again. You're right.
No, it should add them in now.
You should have more than
Uh,
5. Can I add them in? Can I just start? I'll just be typing in the background. Adding
No,
movies
cancel
left
part.
and right.
You'd have to have my password and stuff.
Oh. You don't
Let's
trust
just
me?
let's
So
just
give
do
him
this
his
one
pa-
and see
give
if
him-
it
give him his
see if it
password.
works. See if it
Give
gives
me
us
the
any-
damn password so I can add all the
Yeah, give him the
movies.
password.
I
I'm
don't wanna
talking
make-
Extraction. I'm talking Ocean's 8.
All
I'm
right,
talking,
I will
Let's
for tonight's
go.
event. I will. Okay, so what out of
You
Lemony
give
Snicket,
you
let's
give
see.
the password. We'll give you 25,000 movies.
Yeah,
I'll give
well,
you 25,000.
it's gonna be a bunch of stuff that we don't know, and we're never gonna
No, I'll
find
do
it.
main. I'll be a mainstream Maddie. Don't worry.
Yeah, you want to do John Woo stuff.
No,
Oh, really?
Pepper's gonna go
Gary,
on
look
online
at this.
on Google and look up the top 25 movies of last year and put it on there.
Late Night with the Devil is getting a VHS release from Umbrella Entertainment Australia.
Damn, that's probably
And I
gonna
have
cost
a
Max
worldwide
$50.
VHS player, but I don't know if I want that movie. That movie creeps me out. Okay, so Claudia, what would your vote be here? 7 or Lemony Snicket Series of Unfortunate Events?
7.
I'm going 7 too. Cal?
Now wait a minute. What are we doing here? I don't
It's
forgot.
just what movie is better for you. That's it. It's
What
real
movie
simple.
you like?
I
7 or
never seen. Oh, 7 is on there.
Yeah.
What's in Japanese?
it
or
doesn't matter.
Chinese?
They put weird posters on
Seven,
them.
seven.
All right. RJ.
Jay?
All right, Perp.
Sorry. I thought I was muted and I was trying to fix it.
Bro, stop playing Call of Duty.
I'm not. I'm
He's playing
Starfield, bro.
Speedstorm. He's playing Speedstorm.
You guys want to see what I'm playing?
No, I'm not playing
Here, I'll put it in-
Speedstorm.
Yeah, you playing Marvel Rivals. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm
I
playing Marvel
wish.
Rivals right now.
I know. I swear to God,
That looks like a
everybody's
good
having
game.
Fun on
Yeah, it's a lot
social
of fun.
media.
Oh,
I'm like,
it's
damn
a
it, I
really
wanna
fun
play the
game.
Come on, man. You gotta go with 7.
Yeah, 7, bro.
like-
the
it's like
the
a
Batman
copy of
movie.
Navy versus a hydrogen bomb. I mean, come on.
Facts. Yeah, the Batman movie is a rip-off of 7. So yeah.
Perp.
No disrespect to Matt Reeves. I love Matt Reeves.
It's 7.
I thought for sure you're gonna go Lemony Snicket. Blue Jay, is it
It
Lemony
is
Snicket?
RJ. It's true.
Blue Jay, is it Lemony Snicket? Or Blue Jay stepped out? Okay, I'll just go 7.
What'd you say?
7. 7. You can't
What?
go. You should
Lemony
own that movie
Snicket
in
or
VHS
7?
tape, Max.
I'll go with Lemony Snickets.
Max, if you don't own 7 on VHS, then you out.
Ooh,
Oh, come
this
on,
one's
Man in
hard.
Black. They're like, come on, dog. Like, come on. Like,
Men in Black.
and there's rumors that Sony's making another movie. Hopefully, Sony, if you're listening, you
this?
dumb piece of shit.
Whoa, Cat.
Whoa,
sorry, Cal.
I'm
I meant
sorry.
Anthony.
I'm sorry,
Anthony.
Sony. If you're listening, make another one with Will Smith and Tommy
I
Lee
like
Jones.
the last Men in Black.
Anthony, we
bring
gotta.
back bring back Chris Evworth and Emma Thompson. Bring them back and
Anthony,
make
we
them
gotta
perform.
you pull back a little bit. I know you have such a hard-on hate boner
But
for this
I
company
do
right now.
appreciate in the last movie that they at least acknowledge
Oh,
that those
God.
characters
He's not
are
acknowledging
still,
you.
All
that
right,
those
Anthony.
characters are still living in the universe. That they are
Sony
alive.
triggers this man like nothing
No,
else.
I'm just saying, like, there's rumors that they're making another one. Bring
Well,
back
every
Will Smith.
time Sony pops up, you always have to
Yeah, I
go
just have-
all out, and it's like, bro, it's
I
not a
kill the
big
dick at
deal.
Sony, you know. I'm the Sony killer, but you know it's true. Just bring them back for
All right.
another for the
I'm
good.
Sony killer.
All right.
Blue Jay, you go first. Blue Jay.
I'll go with Men in Black. I love Little
Right.
Mermaid, but Men in Black.
Anthony, you have to pick one.
Go
I
with
say
it.
Men in Black. You know.
Okay,
Love
good.
was that's great. Will Smith.
Perp.
What are the choices?
Men in Black are the ones right in front of your eyes.
Well,
Little
I'm not.
Mermaid,
I'm not.
Men-
I'm
Men
playing
in Black.
Marvel Rivals.
Men in Black or Little Mermaid.
Dude, Little Mermaid, get out of here.
RJ. Men in Black or Little
This
Mermaid.
is really, really, really tough for me because I love both.
Kiss the
movies.
Girl is like the greatest love ballad ever. That wins it alone.
This one's really tough for me because I love both movies. Men in Black, like that one, like just redefined. You know, I watched the movie when I was a kid, and I love that movie. However, if I'm being like objective in terms of what movie I feel like is more significant, like culturally, and which one has more significance in movie history, I have to go with The Little Mermaid because that started the Disney Renaissance and basically birthed the Disney we know today.
Yeah.
So I got to go with Little Mermaid.
Cal, what do you think? Men in Black or Little Mermaid?
You even have to ask me this question. You really have to ask me this question. It is, of course, The Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Okay. Taladia.
The Little Mermaid.
I'm definitely going Little Mermaid. I always thought Men in Black was a core premise than execution movie.
What?
Yes.
Damn.
No, I like the premise of it. I don't think it was ever that great.
I think it's really funny. I think it just suffers from a really bad third act. It kind of gets slow.
I don't think so. I don't think the third act was that bad
Yeah.
in the first one.
Men in Black is not a bad movie. It's just
No.
I mean, I love
hold
the
candle
first one.
to The Little Mermaid. There's no fucking way.
All right, well, let me see if this brings up the new movie.
What a weird lineup this is. Okay.
Let me check this for a second. All
Oh, Pep, who are you maining
is it?
right now?
Wait, scroll up.
Scarlet.
Okay.
Wait, scroll up.
Scroll up.
You know you can send out invites, right?
So right now,
how?
hold on.
You need level 6.
Hold on. So right now, according to the flick chart, based on all the times we played this game,
Yeah.
greatest movie of all time is Cool Runnings.
How is
Everyone picks
Jamaican-
Cool Runnings. Like, that is
Hey,
a
yo,
perfect
Jamaican
movie.
bobsledders, you know?
That's a good
You gotta
pick,
respect
man.
Jamaicans, you know?
Who has a
Come on,
problem with
man.
that movie?
What the hell happened with the flick chart that we have decided the greatest movie of all time currently is Cool
Because
Runnings?
it's depending on the voting. It's the one that we've always gone to.
I've watched Cool Runnings back in 4th grade. I was
Max owned that on VHS, by the way.
Cool Runnings.
I don't know what's going on. I had
That's,
all those
that's
movies.
easy. Thor, easily.
Thor? Did
well,
you say
not-
Thor?
It wouldn't be easy if Brian was
Thor.
here.
What is it?
Thor.
Thor Ragnarok or Mrs. Doubtfire.
It's literally the best out of the. If I would have picked, me personally, I would have said Thor 1 and then Thor 3, and then you could switch whatever you want with the third and fourth one. With the fourth one in the second one.
Anyway.
Well, I'm going Thor Ragnarok for sure. Mrs. Doubtfire, I do not think has aged well. It's not like it's horrible.
It's funny, but it just
It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny, but it just doesn't age very well now.
Talati, if you want to go.
I'm gonna say Mrs. Doubtfire because for me it was like not only it features Robin Williams, the great Robin Williams in it, but it also features Pierce Brosnan in his prime. So
Okay. Who's next here? Cal, what do you think? Thor Ragnarok or Mrs. Doubtfire?
I got the hiccups, but I love Thor Ragnarok a lot. Hold on a minute. I love Thor Ragnarok a lot. It changed a lot. It made me. I think that movie changed the direction for the MCU there for a little bit, the way they were going to go, things like that. And I thought it was cool. And even though it didn't pan out, I could try it again. But and I really loved that movie. That's one of my favorite MCU movies. But like dude was talking about, Mrs. Doubtfire is
That
a
poster is
cinema
fire.
classic.
That's a dope poster.
Yeah, it is a dope poster. But Mrs. Doubtfire is classic, a cinema classic, and I don't care if it stands up to the time, day, or not.
private chat.
Anyway, but that's my pick.
Okay. RJ, Thor Ragnarok or Mrs. Doubtfire? We'll only play a few more and then we'll cover
I've never seen Mrs. Doubtfire, so I have to go. With never seen it.
Get him out.
Okay.
He was a puppy. He was literally. He was
too
like
young.
a
A lot
boy when
what
it first.
Claudia says
He's
goes.
too young.
It's just never appealed to me. Just never appealed to me. There are some other Robin Williams movies I just much prefer. So I just like.
You're the kind of person to watch Patch Adams.
No, not for me. No, Patch Adams.
No,
for me.
He's definitely the person to watch that.
I'm more like a Good Morning Vietnam or Jumanji.
Yeah, Good Morning Vietnam. Yeah. And he was great. He was a great comedian and a very good actor. And I'm not just saying that because a man is dead, rest in peace. But he actually fucking was. That's why people say it.
Me personally is Thor Ragnarok. I think that's the second best Thor movie. The second one was Tupac of Ass. Sorry, with all due respect, Patty Jenkins. So yeah. It's crazy how Patty Jenkins always destroyed the second movies out of the franchises.
He didn't even direct that one. What are you talking about?
Oh, no,
Guys,
he didn't do it. But
keep going. I'm looking for someone in the.
Oh, never mind. Whoever directed. Well, actually, she was on board, and then she left, and then she got But that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, let me. I'll go with Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
And I gotta go. So that's
okay. No problem, Blue Jay.
Blue Jay, take care, man. We'll talk about the Snyder tier listing.
Yeah,
DMs.
I'll do
My
Tuesday.
bad, Patty. It was
whatever
Alan,
time
Alan
suits you,
Taylor,
whatever.
Yeah, hit me up in the DMs, right, on Twitter.
Yep,
We can
I'll
sort
keep
it
it
out.
posted.
All right, take care.
Blue Jay,
Yep, see you, Cal. Peace out, everybody.
Take care, Blue Jay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm looking for. I don't know what's going on there.
Are you okay, Max?
Yeah. I was looking for someone said they couldn't comment in the chat, and I cannot find who blocked or anything.
It's crazy, Joe.
Yeah.
We've been doing games and shit. Is there any news? Is there anything? What's going on? What's happening in the movie space? We've been playing games and everything. What's going on?
Okay, well, there's not much going on. The box office for Planet of the Apes is great. That's what's going on. The box office is good. It's one of the best Planet of the Apes. I'm messaging him now. I don't know, Joe. I checked. I cannot see you're blocked. I don't know why it's not letting you chat. I double checked twice.
Who's blocked?
Well, I don't know. I don't know why he's not able to chat.
Who's blocked?
Crazy Joe.
Joe.
Oh, Joe? Can he not get in on the panel?
No, he wanted to chat. He can't chat in the chat.
You go to your YouTube thing and then
YouTube settings.
Yeah, I did. I checked
He's
there. I didn't
not-
see him. I didn't see it. Okay. Well, let's cover.
use your other YouTube account, I guess. I don't know why it's not.
Pep, did you see what I posted in the private chat, by the way?
No, not yet. Sorry.
He's gaming. Him
I'm
and RJ are
I'm just doing this
multitasking.
one game.
I'm just
I'm just doing one game.
All right, when you finish with your game, take a look what I said because it's really important for you.
Well,
It will change your life.
I had a really important topic for when we get to 52 minutes. Right when we get to 50 minutes.
Yeah, what's up with your thumbnail?
Is it clickbait?
Damn it.
Max clickbait? No.
Was he able to get in there?
I'm
Joe?
so confused.
I don't know
Max
why, Joe.
If Joe, I don't see Joe in the chat.
Did someone like ban her from the channel?
No. I don't know. I think YouTube is.
I don't see, if
being
Joe's
weird.
trying to type in the chat, I don't see him in the chat.
Can you use one of your other accounts, Joe? I
Maybe
don't know what.
maybe use the other YouTube account and see if it works. Like,
Because I don't see. He sent me a thing that says test. I don't. I don't know. Okay, well.
You can. Okay, that's good to know.
Let's just get to the topic. Let's get to the topic. Let me see here.
We have topics.
I do have one major topic. Yes, it's
it
Kathy
clickbait?
Kennedy. I don't know. I didn't read the article ahead of time. It's Kathy Kennedy. Cal, can you speak more? Say something real quick.
Yeah. Hello.
It seems after 6 is when you get static if people are mobile on StreamYard. Because when Blue Jay left, oh no, there's a little bit still. Okay, never mind. I thought we figured it out. Okay, so Kathleen Kennedy is not a woke warrior at Disney. Report. They're saying she's not a woke warrior. She's not a SJW.
Bro, this is from April, bro.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah,
from
but I
April.
didn't.
Oh my god. Yo.
Thanks, Anthony, calling me out
Yo,
like that,
there's
bro.
no way.
This is breaking news. What do you mean?
This
Not breaking news.
actually is old though.
Yeah, it's nothing new. Like, why would she be like, come on.
Breaking news.
Breaking April news on May 12th.
No.
I didn't cover this. I don't know why they're saying Talati is quitting. Look at how upset Talati is. He's like, I don't
merging with
care.
the background.
Me merging with the.
I
background,
honestly did not
I'm
look
upset.
at. I honestly didn't look at the. There's actually lost 2 viewers. Thanks for everyone for calling me out. Woke is a real thing. It is. Oh, that's an awesome.
It's not. It's a word. It's a word that was created. I ain't gonna get details on the word. Never mind.
Wokeness.
They hijacked.
Well,
the people just hijacked.
I wanted to see why they even made this article. Like, where they bring is this?
Well,
just,
let's read. Let's read.
Yeah. Okay.
Go down.
I didn't realize it was that old. I didn't look at the date. Maybe I should look at the date when I bring up articles. It was really hard to find something to talk about tonight.
No.
Well, this site, Marvel Direct, they don't have a lot of Star Wars news. So even
Yeah,
though it was on the
because
front,
well,
even though it was on the front page of
you know,
Star
you know
Wars,
why they don't do a lot of Star Wars news, right?
Mac
because Star Wars is
Million.
dead.
Because Star Wars doesn't get clicks. It just
Mac
doesn't.
Million.
These websites
Yeah.
can't cover Star
Okay.
Wars.
Mac.
Yes, Cal.
I was just making sure you could hear me. I didn't know if I was still having issues or not.
It's a little bit. It's okay. It there's it comes in and out. All right. So Lucasfilm. I don't know. Lucasfilm president Kathy Kennedy took plenty of backlash from much of the Star Wars fan base due to her advocating for diversity, but she may not be the woke warrior some believe her to be at Disney. In fact,
why would the
South
only
Park is
only
fake
stupid
news.
YouTubers think that
The
all
Pandaverse
this
is fake news. Is that what they're saying here? The Pandaverse episode?
No, I don't
Okay.
I don't. That's like.
All right. Well, after Daisy Ridley was cast as the lead in Star Wars sequel trilogy, and other female actresses like Rosario Dawson, Natasha Labordizzo played prominent roles in Disney Plus, some fans claimed that Kennedy was pushing a political agenda, and later described her as,
As Ahsoka, characters that have been around for a decade.
Okay. All right.
And Sabine also been around for a long time. Okay, sure.
The popular animated series South Park even released a special that featured Kathy Kennedy in a satirical manner as the face of the woke community. The upcoming series for the Acolyte has also been a subject to the same. Okay, where is they saying why she isn't? According to Matthew Bologna via the Town podcast, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy isn't accurately portrayed by fans as being the face of diversity at Disney.
Wait. Matt Baloney? That's
The guy who owned Punk, whatever you call that website.
That's a trade. That's from Puck Media. That's from
Puck Media. Okay, okay. He has a podcast. I did not. I've never heard he had a podcast until now. That's
Town
crazy.
podcast.
I'm taking this a bit more seriously because he's actually a legitimate source.
Okay. Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy isn't accurately portrayed by some fans as being the face of diversity at Disney. But Kathy Kennedy is not. That whole South Park thing was funny, but it wasn't accurate. Within Disney, she's not known as the woke warrior. She kind of has to be convinced from everything I've been told. She kind of has to be convinced to do this stuff. So it's not like.
I mean, obviously Disney push what they believe in, and then
we
she's
know.
under.
Well,
like she has to answer. She has to answer other. I mean, she has to answer to other people.
It's because of what is it, DEI and Blackboard, BlackRock, or what are all those other groups you say is secretly
Doctor Strange. Okay. Well, she's saying she has to be convinced. She's not calling them up and telling them to put certain characters and make them lame. I'm not going to say the other part and make them lame. That was the joke in the Pandaverse.
The Pandaverse?
The Pandaverse.
Put a chick in it and make it gay.
I would like one that maybe make them all pandas.
I guess.
Pandaverse. That would be cool. Okay, anyway. There's still never been a female director of Star Wars movie, and he personally believes that she has not gone overboard on the diversity stuff. And there's still never been a female director of Star Wars. I'm very critical of Kathleen Kennedy, but I don't think she's gone overboard on the diversity stuff. So this guy that has I never heard of Matt Baloney.
Yeah, she hasn't gone overboard on the diversity stuff. She's just bad at her job in every other facet. So,
True.
Like so she's bad at her job, but it's not because of diversity,
Right. That has nothing to do with it. I don't think diversity is the reason Star Wars, people think Star Wars is fine. I don't think that's the reason.
I think Star Wars ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not. It just kind of depends.
I think it's lack of planning, and then people. I think the same directors should do all three.
The problem with Star Wars is that they ruined the most important thing that they had to do. They ruined the sequel trilogy that carried on the story of the original trilogy characters. Once you ruin that, it's very hard to come back from that. And they've been trying. And I think, they've been doing some good work with like Mandalorian and some other shows, but it's tough because once you know where everything ends, it's hard to build up from there. Because no matter what you do, even if it's good, it's like, well, we still go back to this place we don't want to go back to, you know.
I do. Yeah, I agree with that. I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot by ending it again. Like, what if at the end of the sequel trilogy, it's more like Revenge of the Sith, where things are in disarray, and then you're like, you set up another trilogy.
Yeah, well, the thing is like how you end a story is almost as important as how you begin a story, because The Rise of Skywalker is such a bad movie. It kills the entire sequel trilogy because of just how bad that ending is. Even where I can't enjoy a movie I used to enjoy anymore, The Force Awakens, because I know that it's all set up for no payoffs that I enjoy.
You could blame J.J. Abrams and
Narpin says they didn't ruin the sequel trilogy. They made two great movies.
No, they
that was
100%.
kind of me.
I mean,
Joe.
again,
I don't know about that, Joe.
Here's the thing, though.
I want you to have this outfit on again,
Well, I'm just saying,
Joe.
real
That's
quick though, because I can prove my point. Joe would even agree that the most mediocre movie is The Rise of Skywalker, right? Right? That is the most important movie they had to nail because that is the end of the story. That's the end of the trilogy.
All the
if
other
you ruin
trilogies
that,
ended
then everything
strongest.
that came before doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know? And
I'll
honestly,
tell you, if I can interject, if I will be able to interject, the only thing I love Force Awakens when it came out because it meant a whole lot to me because it was a resurgence of Star Wars. It was bringing it and letting a newer generation understand what Star Wars meant. And then they pretty much just redone A New Hope, but that was fine. You know what I mean? But I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was great because of what they were doing. I thought it was cool. And then they come out, they're like, yeah, we're going to have like a Star Wars movie every year. We're going to do all this. That didn't pan out. But you know what I mean? You know, so I don't know. But Star Wars fandom now is so weird. It's so crazy because people hate it, people love it, people loathe it, as in they love it. But you know, I don't know. I was so hyped with that resurgence. Now, in a way, like people talk about superhero fatigue and all this stuff. This happened to me with Star Wars. Back. What brought it back was what brought it back was Mando. Mando brought it back, and
that brought it back for a lot of people. And I'm really looking forward to Acolyte.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like I was hyped for The Force Awakens and I enjoyed it at the time, but like I never go back to that movie. I mean, the legitimate question: does anyone here rewatch the sequels? I have not rewatched any.
I don't rewatch the sequels. I really don't need to.
That's the thing. I have not rewatched any of the sequels since I saw them in the theater. I don't.
What do you think they keep
revisit those movies?
What do you think they keep? Yep. What do you think they keep re-releasing the old Star Wars movies instead of the new ones? Because those are better. No disrespect.
Well, I was trying to. I watched Force Awakens a bunch before Last Jedi came out, and then after Last Jedi, I stopped watching.
If Disney really want to, they could re-release the Rise of Skywalker next year for the Rey movie, but they won't.
There's way more interest.
They won't.
They're not that smart.
First 6 movies.
They won't. Yeah.
Everybody knows that. Last Jedi, I think was good. I like Last Jedi. I like the whole movie. I like the what's her name with the fucking purple hair. I thought it was great. I loved it. Now, did I like the Leia going move? Hold on, yes. Did I like Leia float in space? No.
I give the Last Jedi a pass for sure. I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
I just personally, I don't know. I don't. Nothing about the sequels interests me whatsoever. I think that them messing up the sequel trilogy is without a doubt the greatest mistake and blunder of the Bob Iger administration at Disney. Just how badly they fumbled the ball with that, and they are still dealing with the ramifications of that trilogy, because them messing up and not making a plan and sticking to a plan has been hurting them, and everything they've been doing on streaming is trying to rectify that mistake. They're trying to convince the fans to come back. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
RJ, I got a question for you. See, I liked what they did. I've already said that I liked what they did, but I think they should have went like the Old Republic route, man. When they started making some new stuff, like that trilogy, they could have made new trilogy, but it could have been like Old Republic stuff. You know,
Oh no, I
go back.
100% agree with you. They should not have. Here's the thing: they never should have touched those characters, the original trilogy characters, because they were not competent enough to handle that whatsoever. What happened was they went for the very cheap nostalgia play instead of doing what was best for the franchise and it actually advancing the story and the mythos.
The fact that
but that proves my point, though. Why are people revisiting that movie? Because it reminds them of a time when Star Wars was good and universally loved.
The worst. That's if it's the worst Star Wars movie, it would have made $2 million at the box office, and it didn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people want to revisit good Star Wars, not mediocre Star Wars.
And also,
That
if it
proves
was
my
the worst
point.
Star Wars movie, why does it have an A- cinema score? Come on, like
it
come
does?
on, bro.
Phantom
Yeah.
Menace?
Come on.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yes, it has the A- cinema score. People enjoy the
I
movie.
like the movie. I think there's a lot to like about it, and
Don't
I
you
feel
have
really
that movie? Don't you
bad.
have that movie on VHS?
But that's the beautiful thing, right? The
Yeah.
prequels are aging better because of how bad the sequels were. The sequels were so bad, it basically rewrote the legacy of the prequels now, where people are like, oh, the prequels weren't that bad. Look what they did to the sequels. That's
I
how
like
bad
the
they messed
prequels
it
too
up.
because it's different. It ends differently, and it's like, wow, and the first time I watched.
Nobody saw what was going. Nobody saw what was
also
coming.
too, the thing is too with the prequels, it's like, for all their faults, right? And listen, George Lucas is not a perfect filmmaker or creative, but here's the thing, right? With the prequels, you can tell that that's an artist's vision, and he's executing it with heart and love. I don't feel that from the sequels at all. They feel like corporate products. They feel bunched together. They feel like there's no coherent story, no coherent narrative whatsoever.
Well, with your
In
comment,
comparison.
I love you, Joe, and I hope to talk with you on a panel soon again as well. I'm sorry that I don't know why I can't find where.
I don't know what his
You're
YouTube
blocked.
account is
I don't
now.
know.
Yeah, that's so
But
weird.
I would want to say what you're saying here, that they'll pay to watch anything, even a bad movie. I don't think that's true. We have not seen Star Wars in the theater since The Rise of Skywalker. Will they watch anything on Disney Plus? Yes. I mean, it'll still get decent numbers on Disney Plus.
And even that,
but will people pay?
Menace is the most watched.
Even that's not true, though.
Phantom Menace is the most watched Star Wars movie ever on Disney Plus.
Star Wars has not been tested in the 2020s, 2020 and onward box office. The last time they had a release, it was like usual movie going. Things have changed a lot with the box office and movie theaters since The Rise of Skywalker.
It is Disney's fault. It is Disney's fault for the fact that Star Wars has been relegated to a streaming franchise because they have bungled up movies after movies after movies to the point where they can't even get another movie off the ground.
So
it's ridiculous.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Joe. I'm saying we don't know if a Star Wars movie is going to be able to do good in theaters right now until we see the results. Like you saying that it will, I don't know.
I will say the Mandalorian movie because that's very beloved by the fan base and the merchandise. Other than that, I don't know.
I wouldn't make the ratings. I would cancel that.
Wait a minute.
But here's the thing, though, Joe. You can see the box office decline.
All right, Cal wants to comment. Okay, go ahead, Cal.
Let me get this straight. Okay. They're making Mandalorian and Grogu movie, right? Okay.
Yes, next in 2020.
Okay.
6 or 25 released. I can't remember.
26.
What
26 or
and then
2026. Yeah, 2 years from now. Yeah.
okay, and then I heard about a Ray movie,
Yes.
right?
So
Okay,
supposedly
so that's
coming
our
out in
thing. So we got
2026,
that.
May 2026. So supposedly, yeah.
I'm just saying we got that stuff coming. So that's new stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they
But
actually get made,
but
though.
but I don't think the Ray movie is dropping on May. I don't know why they
I
think
think
I
they
don't
they're
even think that movie's gonna
I don't know
happen.
why they could think they compete. I don't know why they could think they could compete against the
What,
next
what
Avengers
do you
movie
guys
in
think is
May.
the stronger brand for Star Wars to get back into the
It's
theaters? I'm gonna
ridiculous.
pull the Mandalorian,
Oh, I do a
maybe,
Mando movie
or
over
No,
a Ray
Ray.
movie
the
any day.
Mando movie is gonna make that's doing well. Merchandise sells everybody. Every time I go to the store, the Mandalorian and Grogu stuff is sold out. Like
But again,
yeah,
when we
yeah,
look
that's
at the
doing well.
box office again, when we look at the box office of the sequels, they just steadily kept declining with each entry. And then you get to the Rise of Skywalker, which yes, I think it did cross $1 billion, but it's still like in a decline. Like you're noticing that decline over time, where each movie made subsequently less than the last one. So
Yeah, well, we
I'm
know
just saying.
that people don't care about Star Wars as much as they used to. I mean, you're preaching
I
to
mean,
the
yeah, and
choir.
that's a verifiable thing you can see. You can see the disinterest. I mean, you just can. But again, they're interested in certain types of Star Wars, but not all types of Star Wars. And that's the point.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, if they make a Ray movie, it's going to lose money. It's going to lose money, and
I don't know about that. I don't think it's
About
gonna.
that. If the Ray movie makes,
I think it would have.
if the Ray movie happens, if that movie happens and it makes $700 million, it will be fine. It doesn't have to be high. Doesn't need to cost over $250 million.
you know it's going to, though. You know that budget's going to get inflated.
I mean, the Mandalorian movie is only going to cost $125 million. So, like, the Ray movie shouldn't cost that much. So, like,
Well,
yeah, like
I think it could be an equivalent to Captain Marvel to Marvels type decline.
No, if it's like that and they lose over $250 million on that movie,
oh yeah,
God,
that's ridiculous. Yeah. No, I think if the Ray movies make $700 million, it'll be fine.
Now, if it has Finn in there and it has what Daisy Ridley said that she wants Finn to have a journey being a Jedi too, and then it has other supplemental characters like Rose comes back. I think they should have
that would be dope. I would
No,
love.
but like,
I would love
no. But seriously,
Stop,
I would love to
RJ.
see Finn back. I would
No,
love
I'm being,
RJ.
no. Like seriously, where is the value in that? From a creative
RJ.
perspective or from a fan perspective, who wants to revisit
nostalgia
that?
RJ, there's nostalgia. There's going to be nostalgia by the time that thing comes out.
2 years from now? 2 years from now?
I don't
need
even. I don't.
nostalgia.
There might be.
No,
There might
there's
be.
going to be kids that were 12, 13 that'll be graduating high school. And
I think there might be, or they might hold it back.
Nostalgia for the sequels.
I mean,
like, come on.
There's
You know what
nostalgia for the
you know what
prequels.
kids are
You just had a
into?
whole argument on how the prequels are looked at now. That's nostalgia, buddy.
I mean, it's still
understand,
subjective, but I think the prequels are.
I'll tell you what. I will counter argue against you, Perp. Revenge of the Sith is one of my favorite Star Wars films, and I was already an adult man when that film came out. It's not nostalgia.
That one's the best one.
Here's the thing, though.
Those three.
If there was going to be nostalgia for the sequels, it'd be if they made a Rey movie like 10 years from now, right?
Maybe.
It's way too soon for there to be any nostalgia for the sequels from that audience.
I don't think it's quite nostalgia with that, but there is going to be a return.
That the kids right now, what the children are interested in, what the people are like, everyone's on board with. It's not Rey, it's the Mandalorian. It's Grogu.
Oh man, you're making me feel bad now, Bruce.
It's
that's where the interest is of the children. That's where the interest is of the younger fan base. That's where they're interested in.
For now, but I think there's a couple things. We live in a time where nostalgia could be in a year, okay? Because like everything moves so freaking fast, and I think there will be there will be a kind of like, oh yeah, with if we see Rey again, older, wiser, and I think they have way more weight than the prequel characters ever
See,
had.
I
weight.
would maybe agree with you, Perp, but that movie would like have to be made like 10 years from now, not a movie coming out in the next year or so. Like that's the thing. Like
maybe
a decade removed from The Force Awakens is not long enough to establish nostalgia. Because if you're looking at all the big movies right now,
how long? Well,
Well,
it
I'm
was
gonna give
Tobey
you an
Maguire.
Hold
I
on,
think
though.
there-
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to give you an example.
Unfortunately, I agree with Perp in what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
In that, in like a year, it's all like already nostalgia.
I don't see that though,
understand
because if you're looking at
look
the
what
stuff that's being-
happened with Andrew Garfield.
No, but look at the stuff that they're making right now.
Look what happened with Andrew Garfield.
Hold
What
on.
was the difference between Amazing Spider-Man 2 and No Way Home?
Hold on, I'm trying to explain.
said
If you
something-
look at the stuff that they're making right now, if we're comparing nostalgia, right? The nostalgia that they're playing with is about 20 to 40 years old. Okay, Michael Keaton, Indy, Hugh Jackman,
and how'd those do?
X-Men
How'd those
era,
do? And how'd
and
those
Tobey
do?
Maguire, Spider-Man.
And how'd
That's
those
about
do?
20 years old nostalgia plays from like 20 years ago. Okay?
Okay.
The exception is Andrew Garfield. But here's the thing with the Andrew Garfield thing.
Mhm.
Going into No Way Home, it was all about the Toby stuff, right?
Okay.
Nobody was expecting Andrew Garfield to take
You
over
don't
that.
know who they're gonna put with Ray. You don't know who the villain is. You don't know who they're gonna bring back against Ray.
What are they gonna do?
Darth Maul.
You don't.
Darth Maul's dead.
Oh,
Okay.
that would make people mad.
Okay.
Darth Maul's
If
dead.
they brought back Darth Maul to go against Ray.
But that's what I'm saying. They could bring back another character to pair with
So,
them.
but hold on.
I don't know. I don't know
Hold
about.
on,
I don't know about
Hold on,
Darth
though.
Maul, but
See,
like
I said
maybe-
one example, and you guys went nuts. But it
But
could be
here's the
two
thing,
of them.
No, but let me explain, right?
Killed everything. But hold up, they did these ball in the Solo movie at the end.
Yeah, that
here's-
post credit
but
scene Solo. That
But
is
here's
true.
the point,
Yeah.
though, right? Let's say that they do Perp's idea and bring in another character in that Ray movie. That is proof then that they know Ray does not have the nostalgia or the fan base enough to support her as a character.
Just like
they
Andrew
have to bring
Tobey
in
Maguire's
another
proof that
character
Andrew
to do the heavy
Garfield
lifting
doesn't have the
towards
same
that.
thing. Is that proof? Tobey Maguire one versus the other?
I mean, if you want to go with that logic, I mean, I think that No Way Home relied
You want to
a
go
lot
with that
more-
logic? I don't.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're looking at
What
No
are
Way
they?
Home as a film, right? No Way
Yeah.
Home relied a lot more on.
All I
Sam
had to do was
Raimi.
be good, and you guys will be fine. That's all Star Wars needs to be is good again. That's it, and you'll be fine. And Ray will be
I
fine.
think RJ's looking
But
at
I
it
don't have faith
differently.
that it's gonna be good.
Why?
So, I mean, that's the thing.
Oh,
There's nothing to say. it
well,
isn't.
I thought it did. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think I don't know. I feel like little girls, like somebody was saying earlier about
People loved Andrew
I have
Garfield's
not- I have
part
not
in No
met-
Way Home. People
have
loved
not-
Andrew
No,
Garfield.
I
Those
have
movies
not
were
met
not
anyone
loved.
in real
Those
life.
movies were not loved. It
Here's
could be
the
the exact same
Here's the thing.
situation.
I have not met
I'm
a
not
single
talking
person in
about
real life who
Claudio.
actually likes
I'm
Ray.
talking to RJ.
I'm not talking about No Way Home. I'm talking about somebody said that people grew up on Ray. You know, somebody has. You know it. You know somebody has.
There's a lot of Raylos out there, regardless of the quality
Yeah,
of
that's
the
what I'm
movie.
saying.
People like
So-
Ray. They like Ray and Kylo characters. But,
Just
but
like
you're not gonna have
us,
Kylo. That's another factor.
just like me with like Lando or like Solo, you know, Han. You know what I'm saying? Ray is somebody's of that universe of Star Wars. You know, what
I
I'm
will
saying?
say though, here's the thing: if they would have brought back Adam Driver and said, "Hey, here's a Ben Solo movie set after the sequel trilogy," that would have gotten more people excited than a Ray movie, because that was a character that more people are interested in overall.
If they did a Ben Solo side story, oh my god.
Which
No,
again
the
is why
Ben
he
the
shouldn't
Ben
have been
Solo
killed
should
off
be a
in Rise
Disney
of
Plus
Skywalker.
show.
Just a waste of potential.
This should be a Disney Plus show.
Just
I'm
a waste
joking,
of
I'm
potential.
joking.
Was killing him off.
I don't know why people hate the prequels either. Like, there's a lot of
I
people love
really
Ben.
don't like
Bruce
the
doesn't.
prequel, man.
Vince doesn't. There's some other. Joe doesn't like the
No, no,
prequels.
I do think Ray has a fan base. I disagree.
I don't think
he
it's
has a
that
huge
big
fan
though.
base.
I don't think it's
I
that
mean, you
big.
see a lot of girls dress
all
up as her everywhere.
You just need to put it in a
I
Star.
have yet
It's a
to meet
Star
anyone.
Wars
So,
movie.
you know.
Here's the thing: I have yet to meet anyone in real life who actually is like a diehard Ray fan, who actually loves
But
that
that
character.
might be you though that you haven't met
No, I
anybody. But we
acknowledge
talking
that.
about.
I'm just saying.
But we talking about
to meet anyone who like truly cares about that character.
world that dress up as Ray in these little
Do you
kids
like
and
Ray?
stuff like that.
How many do you want to see?
My cousin gave a thumbs down. He doesn't like the sequel trilogy. Do you
That's
like the
crazy.
prequels? Yes. The OG sequels down.
What about George Lucas' plans? What are you gonna do? Oh my God, those plans.
That's not fair. You didn't get to activate his plans.
Well, because that would have been straight dookie. Like, come on, bro. Like, we saw we read those plans, and I read those plans like, holy Jesus, man. Thing I knew. Those are
I
not
love
good.
the prequels.
I'll be
love them.
open minded. If that Ray movie, if like it comes out, it's good. I'll
I
give
think
it a chance. I'll
even with
give it a
COVID,
chance.
I think, dude,
The
I
thing
think,
is, though,
dude,
they have to
hold on.
have to work overtime to
Hold on,
convince
hold on,
people to give it
RJ.
a
Even
chance.
with COVID, that dude, there's nostalgia already with the COVID thing in between. There's already going to be a nostalgia factor with like that. That was in a time before even COVID, which seems like ages ago. I think Disney's actually doing a really smart thing and kind of like because in our internet age, we're kind of in nostalgia could come a little quicker than what people are like. Oh, wait 10 years and all this shit.
I don't
Look
think so.
look what happened with Andrew Garfield. Oh my God.
Very different circumstances when it came to that.
I think it could still reach. You don't think it could reach that level though?
No,
I know it's
not
different circumstances, but you
not
don't think that's not a possibility?
No,
With
this
Andrew
Ray movie
after
would not even-
Amazing Spider-Man 2,
No,
the fact
this
that
Ray
how
movie
they
would not-
got that character right.
No, this
No?
Ray movie
If
would not.
you have
No,
to go,
not
you can
possible.
go. I thought you were falling asleep.
No, I'm not falling asleep. I'm just finding it interesting. I'm listening in.
Oh, okay. I
No,
thought you fell asleep.
Here's the thing. I can debunk Perp with one simple statement. You want to know why the Andrew Garfield thing worked? Because his Spider-Man never got an ending. Ray's story had an ending.
Okay.
And people didn't like the way her story ended. It was crap.
People
With
did not
Andrew
like the way
Garfield,
Rise
there
of
was
Skywalker ended. People
Andrew
did not like the way
Garfield
Rise of Skywalker ended. You know, people did not like. So how's
That's
that
what I'm
debunked?
saying. No, what
But
I'm
they
saying
actually had an ending though. Like
Yeah,
whereas
Ray
Amazing
Oh, so
Spider-Man
because they had an ending, that we're gonna ignore that people didn't like it.
No,
Look
what I'm
happened with
saying
Logan.
is,
Look what happened with Logan, buddy. That
what I'm
debunks your
saying
shit.
is, Andrew Garfield never got an ending.
Dude,
So when you
Marvel's
bring
already
that
giving us the
character
blueprint.
back
Logan and
offer him
Wolverine.
some
Oh my
sort
God.
of resolution, or you give him another opportunity, people are going to be way more warming up to that.
Jeez, man, no
than
way.
Ray.
People like
Dude,
Jar
you
Jar
are
more
so
than
coke.
Ray.
Like this is such a walk back. How do you justify Logan?
How is
and
that a
Wolverine?
walk back? I'm literally making the exact same point I was before.
Say it again.
All right, well let's end this because I was letting you guys, I was letting you guys cook, but this is gonna be into the whole next hour. Let's just get to the chat to see if RJ's right and if there's a love of Ray in the chat. There's only 12 people watching.
Yeah, great sample size. Probably half of them are panelists.
You should have just streamed on X. You should stream on X as well.
All right, so what is a
You don't
better
stream
movie
on
to
X?
test Star Wars in theaters? Ray movie 0, Mandalorian 80%. I
Goddamn.
feel bad because I think Joe left. Joe, I miss you, bro. He was in the chat, but
Don't you stream on- you don't stream on X?
You could have voted Perp. It was in there for like 5 minutes. But no one voted for Ray.
Better movie.
Max, you don't stream on X?
Because they have to test Star Wars in the theaters again, but to get it back out there. No, if they put a movie out and it bombs, you think they're gonna keep producing?
Yeah, and that's
new
what I'm
Star
saying.
Wars
They will never make the first Star Wars movie post Rise of Skywalker a Ray movie, because that's just instant box office poison death right there. You have to lead off with something.
Oh my God.
Well, besides the
But-
Mandalorian,
no.
I don't know which one.
But
I completely disagree. I think we live in a new age post-COVID.
But Max,
I think now's the time.
I have got a couple of topics.
Get it right.
Perp. They stopped Star Wars movies before COVID happened. That's not an excuse for Star Wars.
I know, so that's why it's gonna feel nostalgia when we see her come back.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, I'm not talking about Ray.
That's a totally different age after COVID.
Perp. I'm saying
Rise of
test the
Skywalker
movie
was a
and
billion-dollar movie.
Putting Star Wars back in the theaters is like going to be a test, where before it was a slam dunk. That
sure.
alone proves the
Sure.
that there's issues, right?
Freaking Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible movie got tested. Sure, things are getting
Okay,
tested now. Okay.
so they have to decide what they're going to test it with, and if it bombs, you're not going to get another Star Wars movie for a long time after that.
Okay.
They're not just going to keep pumping them out if it bombs.
You don't think they know that? What if, dude? What if RJ is so freaking wrong because the Disney number cruncher said no? Actually, a Ray movie would do awesome.
I'm
now.
not saying Ray is not.
I'm just saying.
Ray,
We're going with like this
Ray under
feeling.
the right circumstances could do good. Go ahead, Cal.
Anyway, I hear perfectly close to my phone. Here's the thing. They fucking. I was gonna say. I got around. I'm sorry.
Here.
You're very robotic, Kyle. Just saying.
No. I know what I was gonna say. Y'all just go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
I-
No, I think there's an there's
here's-
an audience
but-
for the Ray movie under the right
Again,
circumstances.
why is it that the Mando movie is being fast tracked and going to be released first as the first major Star Wars
I
movie
think
post
bad press around
because that's a movie
movie.
that's more of a slam dunk than a Ray movie.
Oh, I don't want to highlight that. Get that off there. But yeah, 73%. You could still vote. I'm keeping the poll live. If you want to go vote for Ray, go vote for Ray.
I have got a couple of topics.
Why? Okay, cool. Yes. One more topic that's Star Wars related, then we'll get your topic to Lud. Thank God. Well, this one is, I was hoping to have Voltaire on this for this one.
They need to keep the budget low.
I think we should save that for Voltaire.
Why? So you guys don't watch it? Keep the budget low.
Well, she's in the thumbnail.
You guys don't watch indie movies.
Oh, here we go again. Herp shaming all the community for not going to indie movies.
No, because they're like, keep the budget low. They want like a $40 million like Star Wars. You know how weird and like talky that movie's gonna be? Get out.
Well,
of here.
no,
in one room.
No, the Mandalorian movie is supposedly going to have a budget under 200 million. So.
Oh wow.
I don't. No.
What 150?
Bruce,
Transformers was 150.
I completely disagree with you here. They are not going to pay for it. Watching something that's already in your subscription is very different than paying fresh cash and managing that in your budget with inflation and all that for a new Star Wars.
I'm glad they're going to take their sweet ass time with the Ray movie because the Star Wars should always be in the forefront of visual effects, and the movies never cut it. So I hope they take their sweet ass time with those effects.
Are not ready to just slam down their money at the movie theater.
Well, and that's the problem too, is that Disney has turned it into a streaming franchise, and we haven't had a movie in so long. We have to test the waters to see if people still want to see.
So watching something Star Wars that's already included in your stream, you're already playing for Disney Plus. That's very different than going to the theater and paying money. What's
it's
that
already
now?
paid for. You not buying. No. What you're saying, exactly what you're saying. You're not buying it. You already paid for it.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But I guess what they're looking at, well, I know what they're looking at is.
It's rumored that the budget for the Mandalorian movie is 125 to 140 million. So.
Okay.
You know.
Well, here's
you know. They probably going to reuse a lot of sets too.
Let's cover this real quick, and then I appreciate Taladia has a topic that he wants to cover.
Oh, Lord,
Back
God,
to Black.
Max.
I want to see that Amy Winehouse.
Well, I was going to ask you, Max. I'm probably
I do too, Max. I do too, Max. I've seen that. I've seen a little bit. Is it the teaser trailer or whatever the hell they do? I've seen something about it.
No. Just in time. Just in time.
Hi and hello and happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yes, happy
Mother's Day.
So I have an announcement to make.
Okay.
I will most likely be meeting Gina Carano in a couple months.
Great.
Lucky
that's
you.
awesome.
So, the question is, Max, if you would like me to ask Gina a question, what would you want me to ask her? Something I could ask at a convention that wouldn't get me kicked out, by the way.
What's it like being known as the greatest back fumble of all time?
I'm going to see how much an action figure or Funko Pop is, Gina, and I'd like you to get it signed.
Okay. Can you pay for it? Because it'll be it's expensive.
No, I don't know how much they are. If they're not too expensive, I'll have to find one.
It's literally $10. That's nothing.
Okay. Yeah,
so that should be like $10. You could go on Amazon and get it.
Her autograph's $100, by the way. It's crazy.
Oh, $100. Oh, hell no, she's bugging. Yeah, she's bugging for $100. That should be $25.
Are we talking about? Did I miss it?
Voltaire, expert Voltaire. We got an
Voltaire,
update from Gina Carano.
Voltaire, this is your specialist subject. So,
So I'm going to put Voltaire at the top. Let's see
Oh,
what-
I thought we were still talking about whether or not Ray was
no,
important.
no.
Let's see if we can
No.
I can answer
I
without saying
will
no.
say this much. As a person who does go outside and touch grass, and who does go to Comic-Cons, and who does go to Star Wars Celebration, Ray is a massive fucking character. Massive. She's already got a built-in audience, and they say, oh, by the way, only one Star Wars film has ever lost money, and it wasn't even because it was a bad movie. It's because it was people were speaking with their wallets after the Last Jedi because it had such a divisive problem. That's all it was. There's never been a failure in Star Wars ever. Name one.
But I will, Chris. I love you, but it didn't come out with the movie sense, though. That is
they need to come out with a movie. I'm just saying, a Ray movie will be fine, guys, if they make one. It could be okay. All this is box office poison, and no one likes that
What
shit.
he's trying to say is that every Star Wars movie will be fine.
It's never failed. It's like James Cameron. It's never failed. We're fine.
I think a Ray movie would be their first major failures, and so
Yeah, but RJ, I think you live in Twitter. You live in a Twitter world, RJ.
I'm just being honest with how I feel. I just don't think it would be very successful.
Well, I respect everyone's opinion. I see where RJ's concerns are, but I do know there are a lot of Raylo fans.
I don't think right now where we're at in entertainment. Here's the thing: where we're at with entertainment, I don't think we're at a point where people are just gonna eat whatever is shoved down their throats. Like, people actually are very much more picky than they ever have been before with everything.
Yes,
right?
but there are names like Coke, names like Pepsi, and there's names like Star Wars. There's names like and people. There will always be people that are going to buy those products.
I don't think Star Wars is at that point anymore.
You don't think Star Wars is at that point? Made it 50 years now. So what's at that point now, RJ? Huh? Fucking anime? What's at that point then? You really don't think Star Wars? You really don't think Star Wars still has a built-in audience? Go look at their toy sales. Go look at their toy sales.
I think it still has a built-in audience, but it's not as big as it was, say, like 10 years ago.
I actually agree with that.
When Ray's movie were out.
Okay. Well, let's.
When's the last time we had a Star Wars movie? Like 6 years?
Chris, because I want to move on to the. Gina
Those
Carano.
are my thoughts. I think that even though I'm not a big time advocate for the sequels, even though I'm not a super huge advocate for the sequels, I love everything Disney has done, with the exception of one movie. I love everything that Disney has done with Star Wars, and even that one movie that I don't like, I'll watch. I'll power through it because it has some beautiful parts in it. So. There's always going to be Ray's always going to eat. That's what I'm saying. Ray's always going to eat. There's always going to be food on her plate. Trust me.
I think Ray. I will counteract you a little bit, Chris. Then we'll move on. I think Ray is a good character, and I think people like Daisy Ridley as Ray, but the execution of her, a lot of people,
I get it. I mean, they
so
marry
under the right
yeah,
circumstances. Ray coming back. It's got to be a good movie.
And I got one question for Perp. I do have a question because this is my go-to guy. Okay.
What?
You know how Max just said people might feel different about Ray and blah blah blah. Because there was a time actually you could just throw anybody out there with a green lightsaber and they go, "Oh my god!" and they jizz all over everything. Have audiences gotten smarter because of social media? Have audiences gotten much smarter with what they're willing to consume when it comes to these built-in characters?
No, they've gotten more
opinionated.
Well, yeah, I think
they've watched MME too much. They've watched MME too much.
I think people have gotten a little more body and NPC where they they have their people that they listen to and stuff, and more or less get influenced by.
I get it. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to jump in and say that part. I also wanted to say, Max, you were absolutely right. I'm so glad I saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It's my favorite since the first one. No joke. It's that good.
Yeah.
It's that good.
The only downside was the actress wasn't great, but she was good still.
Yeah, but dude, I loved it. I loved it. I don't want to drop no spoilers, but that ending was excellent.
I gotta rewatch the ending because
that third act. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here because if I talk about the Gina stuff, I'll get triggered, and I don't want to do that. It's a chill stream. All right, y'all be good. I'm out.
Yeah.
Ray for life, baby. Ray Skywalker for life.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out too. Later, guys.
All right. Thanks everyone.
Well,
Thanks for
everyone hit the like me.
Kingdom of
Chris, you-
Nerds, $9.99. Tits put for Ray. What?
He likes
I
tits.
don't understand. I don't understand your
I know what he's. I know what
tits
he's
up
talking
for Ray.
about.
I think that's supposed to be tits out. Like everybody putting their tits out
tits put
as
for
a
Ray.
tribute to her.
Yes, Brave. Tits
I
for
just
Ray.
think-
And that's one of the best
I-
ways to contribute anybody is by pulling your tits out, ladies.
You made my cousin laugh his ass off there. He's just listening. Okay. So
No, he didn't keep that right, and I hate that because I do it a lot. And you know, Max, I'm very active in chat. I'm very active in every chat I go to. I'm always disappointed when I mess up a chat, when I mess up a chat, especially the super chat, where he, you see what I'm saying? He messed that up.
Yeah, but I got his back. I knew what he was saying. I
knew what he was
Yeah,
saying.
we got to figure out something with your. I let you on the whole time because you've been trying to get on for a month and I missed you. But we got to. I don't know what it is. It might be StreamYard. Maybe if you could try a headset next time as well. We got to figure it out because I don't. StreamYard is really difficult with. I pay so 10 people could be on at once and it does not handle it well at all. And I'll work with you though, Cal, on that. Also, we could do some reaction videos as well, Cal, if you're up for it. Me and you, do some trailer reactions and stuff as well. But
I can't hear how good you can actually hear me. I have no idea.
No, it's janky, Cal, and I know you don't have. I know you have good internet. I know you don't have no shitty internet. You know what I mean? So there's something going on.
it might just be StreamYard. But if maybe you could try heads. Are you on a phone or a PC?
Well, actually, no, I'm on a phone.
Oh, are you on an Obama phone?
No, I'm not on the phone. But what I'm using, is Bluetooth.
That's what it is.
Bluetooth.
Oh, the Bluetooth headset. That might be, if you have a
Turn it
wired
off.
headset, maybe. No, maybe. Yeah, try to turn it off. See if that works. Try to turn the Bluetooth off.
No, but I like having y'all in my ear. But
I understand. See if that fixes it. All right, now say something. Can you hear?
I don't know if it's any. Something. I don't know if it's any.
Oh, that worked. I think that worked.
So, can you hear us? Okay.
Are you there?
No, it's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there. Okay.
See, there you go. See? It's sometimes my internet works really well, sometimes it
Oh,
doesn't.
now it's working better. Now
you're good. Now you're good.
Oh, are you serious?
It's it's better. It's better. Okay. So let's get this because Voltaire, we got to figure out a topic for your next episode.
Well, I have the response from Gina Carano, which was filed on May 9th.
Wait, what?
The response from Gina Carano to the motion to dismiss was filed on May 9th.
Oh, you have that? You have that ready?
Yeah, I do.
Does everyone want to hear it?
I was going to say if people want to go, I'll stay around and I'll do it after since I'm on.
Okay.
You know?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. That works. So let's just go through this real quick to see Gina Carano moving forward with Disney lawsuit, Lucasfilm lawsuit. She has denied Disney and Lucasfilm motion to dismiss her discrimination lawsuit after being fired from The Mandalorian. Let me, James Gunn, correct you. Not hired, not fired, not hired for your next project. Oh, Rhea says she wants to hear that. Okay. Yeah, me and Voltaire will stay after for a little bit to cover that. Okay, so let me see.
And we'll address your question, Rhea.
After admitting that they discriminated against, did they admit that?
Yeah, if you remember the motion to dismiss, Max, you weren't here. You were sleeping, or you stood me up and broke my heart.
Yeah, I had to do it with Voltaire.
No, this was just Brian. This was number 2. This was with Brian. Well, Brian was there to save me. I was sitting at the restaurant alone with roses, and Max didn't show up. He stood me up. But the Disney filed a response, and Oh no, Max, you were there for that. That was you and Taladia. Sorry, I'm thinking of the
Was the Jonathan Majors?
Jonathan Majors one where you so yeah. So remember, Disney said, yeah, we're discriminating against Gina, but we're allowed to discriminate against Gina for this stuff. And remember, they cited all those court cases about the mostly about gay stuff, like gay parade, or no, regular parade didn't allow a gay float. You remember there was the beauty contest that didn't allow a trans member. So Disney's position was, we were surprised, is that yeah, we did it, but we're allowed to.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they did admit that they discriminated against Carano. Is what I'm saying. That's the part's right.
For personal political beliefs and subjected her to disparate treatment from her similarly situated male co-stars, the Walt Disney Company, Lucasfilm, and Huckleberry Industries, collectively defendants, assert that their First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution gives them absolute immunity. Defendants are incorrect. The response on behalf of Gina Carano also maintains that there are no facts in the complaint to suggest that Carano's claim implicate, let alone clearly establish the First Amendment interest defendants assert. They only assert that they have absolute First Amendment immunity to terminate any actor for any reason they see fit. The law does not support their claim. A hearing over the dismissal request is set for next month. Okay. So I think we all thought that she was going to go forward to it. They're saying she does not have Disney does not have presidential immunity. I mean, company immunity. I throw a joke in there to spice it up. I don't know.
I've been reading the news too much.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. So Disney, they're saying Disney does not have a right to just fire whoever they want and treat people differently. So how would you think? Anything you could say on this news, Voltaire? Anything you could add to this?
I'd like to go through the response first, but remember what I said when I read that motion to dismiss. It's not going to win. Disney's not going to win that motion to dismiss. They're just filing it. It's part of the games lawyers play. So
okay. And let's read Rhea's question here. Well, Tara, my question is, the amount of press Gina is getting worth her pushing such a small amount of money in her life. Is it a small amount?
Yeah, I remember it was like she was making like $25,000 an episode.
Okay. I'm wondering why she went for that low amount if she's arguing lost wages.
This is not about money, in my opinion. This is about Elon Musk funding this for her, so she's got unlimited resources, and she's trying to make a point.
And I don't even think it's about her getting back to Star Wars, right? She says, I'm willing to come back, but
it's about her rights, basically.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not like, oh, I lost my job. It's like my rights as an actor. Like, that's why she's trying to prove that point across.
But she also said, I'd be willing to come back to Star Wars. Do you think she really would?
Yes. She has to say it.
Yeah,
right?
she has to say it.
She has to say it, but I don't think she will.
You don't think if they offered her a role that she would take it?
She's never coming back.
No, I don't think so, because I just see like the problem with the animosity and everything that happened prior. So I don't think her doubling down and saying, look, I'm going to go work back with Disney, work for them, and basically it won't work out in her favor, because then she'll have that problem again if she does, muck up again and whatnot. So and then there'll be another lawsuit or whatever. So that's why I'm trying to say that I just truly believe that I don't think Gina will go back to Disney.
Okay.
No, I'd say I think
I know, Cal.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'd say it's more so like Vlad saying her rights. You know what I'm saying? It's more so about her rights than it is about anything else. Her rights as an actor, her rights as whatever. And so, and that's a big deal. She will not go back to Disney. I don't see that happen. I'd like to see it happen, but I don't see it happening. And I think that Gina is a great actress. I remember watching her, and I own the DVD of Haywire, and I thought she did in that, even though I know they did a lot of ADR on that thing. She's great.
All right. Okay, so we'll cover that more. We got like 15 more minutes with the panel, and then me and Voltaire are going to do that special update. Let's see what Ray has to say to finish out this topic. It's super interesting. Her post-Star Wars career isn't as burgeoning as she may have hoped, so this is to reignite her relevance. She could pull a Travolta Cage and do straight-to-vid action movies.
Interesting.
I don't think she's been flexing her acting muscle or anything, keeping up, because she was getting slightly better. I don't think she's horrible or anything, but she's just been
She pretty much got blacklisted from Hollywood.
conventions, but I haven't seen her be like. Her lawsuit says that she may not. They're not giving her a chance to flex her acting muscles or action, but I don't know. The Travolta and Cage, they just moved right into it. She's had a big gap, so it's going to be much harder for her. And I don't think if the Daily Wire movie, I'm not mentioning to laugh at it, but if it was a success on some level, they would do another movie with her, but they haven't.
$2 is not a success.
No, I'm just saying it doesn't seem to move the needle at all. At least as what the facts that we have there, I don't hear them saying we're gonna do another project with Gina. Which that's very telling, right? Because if there was money to be made, don't you think Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire that absolutely do have an agenda? We're talking about agendas. Lots of places have agendas. Daily Wire has an agenda. If there was a way to make money with Gina, wouldn't they have her develop another project?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, when you think about their releases, they're really political. If you want to call them documentaries or not, they did much better for Daily Wire, and then probably Lady Ballers did better for Daily Wire than Terror on the Prairie. That type of content work better for them.
You know what would be really funny is Gina went to DC after this whole Disney thing.
That would never happen. She's blacklisted from Hollywood. Bro, no.
No, even though Anthony's correct, she's blacklisted right now.
She's
once she's unblacklisted, right?
And once you're blacklisted from Hollywood, you're done.
I honestly don't think anyone that frequently appears on Friday Night Tights is going to get a job in regular Hollywood.
Nope,
I don't.
Never.
Whether you say that's fair or not, that's just. What do you think, Voltaire?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't.
Yeah, that's not a good look. I mean, that's hard to dispute.
Whether you agree with what they say or not, I think it's a career killer if you consistently collaborate with.
Now, if she never did those things, then yeah, she would have never got blacklisted from Hollywood, and she would be doing movie stars, TV shows, and stuff like that. That's like the regular actor does in Hollywood for sure.
Well, let's do a little bit of the mailbag until 2 hours.
I have a couple of topics.
Oh, remember? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Taladia.
So there was two news that I saw on Twitter today. The first news being that Asher Angel tweeted out something today. Right?
Who's that?
He's the guy who played Billy Batson in Shazam.
Oh, that's just him wanting to play Nightwing. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, he's Nightwing on Twitter.
Do you have a link? That would be amazing.
I have a screenshot.
That's just him wanting to play Nightwing. Yeah.
Honestly, she should join Geeks and Gamers and stuff or something.
Hold on. Let me.
Come on, they're not gonna pay like $10,000 per episode. Like, come on, I'm not doing that.
Okay, so do you see that, Max?
Asher Angel put a GIF
of Nightwing
as Nightwing.
Put down your DM.
And my DM?
No, that was my DM. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I think this would be a slam dunk. I think he was one of the best parts of Shazam. I honestly was disappointed what he turned into.
I think he has
Shazam, and you turn into, I don't even remember his name. I blocked his name from my mind. Who is this? What's that?
Zachary Levi.
Zachary Levi. I used to like Zachary Levi. I don't hate him or anything. I just think he's so cringe that he's not worth honestly, if I was in the, I mean, let's just ask Les the Pan. Would you hire Zachary Levi for your project, Voltaire?
No.
Claudia,
No.
Anthony, would you hire Zachary Levi for your
Depends on the
project?
project, not just for. It
No.
just depends on the project. I
No,
don't
for
hate
me,
him. It just depends on
He
it.
does, even regardless if you agree with him or not. He doesn't how to. He doesn't. He's not very tactful with his social media presence on the press tour. His press tour, you know, comments do not age well, and they're super cringy. I would hire him if he maybe if for a certain role if he did not do press.
Maybe if he's like the third lead of a movie or fourth, sure, why not?
But
Yeah.
but some of those kids that played the Shazamly, they were amazing.
Yeah,
I
they
think
were good. Yeah, they
I think
should get a
Asher Angel, yes, that they should keep track of him, and he's also for a young man, he's extremely physically fit,
Oh yeah,
which
he
is
is.
good if you're doing a superhero project.
Oh my,
So
bro.
him as Nightwing, that's you know, if you do buy or sell, I would buy this one. Let's just go down the line. Buy or sell, Taladia. What would you say, Asher Angel as Nightwing?
he's for his age and his physique and size, I think he'd fit that role. Considering, you know, his age as well. You got to remember he's 22, 23, 24, round about that age. So Nightwing would be it'd suit Nightwing. For that age, I think he'd be decent. You got to remember this is going to be for the DCU. So it's not going to be like for an Elseworld thing. This is strictly DCU. So for him to be a part of the DCU would actually be a big thing for him going forward, because I think that he's a great actor, better than Zachary Levi in Shazam. Like no questions there, right?
I mean, even not throwing shade at Zachary Levi, I think he was the better of the two. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people would say that.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like him playing Nightwing, I can just imagine it, and I can actually see him doing a really good job of the role.
Voltaire, then Cal. Voltaire, go first. Well, you know, do you remember Billy Batson, the actor?
Barely, but I mean, I'm sure he'd be fine if I recall.
Cal.
Now I forgot what we were talking about. I was just listening to y'all.
Oh, Billy Batson, the actor that plays him. Shazam doesn't seem like it's going forward, but the actor just put a GIF out, or is it called GIF? I don't know.
GIF.
GIF.
That's a gift. Yeah.
GIF of Nightwings, maybe giving an Easter egg that he wants to play, or like suggesting that he might want to play this character.
Okay. Now I know what we're talking about. You talking about Zachary Levi wants to play Nightwing?
No, please no.
Oh no,
No, the guy that played the younger version, Billy Baxton, the guy that played him before he turned into Zachary Levi, the younger person.
Yeah, I know the difference between Shazam. I know Billy Batson and Shazam. I just don't know why that's a picture. Y'all talking about Shazam, and that's a picture of Nightwing on my screen. Am I missing?
Yeah, he wants to play that character, is what he's suggesting. Would you be cool with the young actor, the young Billy Baxton playing Nightwing in the future James Gunn?
Oh, yeah. Actually, he was actually really good in the second Shazam, Fear of the Gods. He, they didn't. It was so weird in that movie because dude got older and he acted differently than Zachary Levi acted. You see what I'm saying? They acted differently. But I think he could. I think he could do it. I think he'd be nice.
Okay, Anthony, what do you say?
I mean, personally, sure, why not? I mean, he's young, and he's a decent fit. I mean, if Andy directs the Batman movie, sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool,
why not?
cool.
I mean, I don't. It would be good.
I like that news. Thank you, Taladia. I didn't know.
There is a second news.
Okay, go ahead.
New rumor going around that there is a Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy project coming to the DCU. And the rumor is that
Does this mean Margot Robbie might come back.
Maybe we don't know if it's a movie or a show, but what with the success of Harley Quinn animated show, but what we do know that there is interest from Karen Gillian, who played Nebula in the Guardians of the Galaxy film, is interested in playing Poison Ivy for DC in the DCU.
That's see, Rhea says yes, my favorite DC ship. There's lots of
There's lots of shit.
Harley Poison Ivy fans though that I don't know. Let me put a poll in the chat. Joker and Harley or Poison Ivy and Harley? Let me put a chat, see what the chat says.
Like, guys in the chat, how would you feel about a Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn show, like the Lantern show, or would you want a movie?
Be a movie. Yeah, probably be a
Would you want Karen Gillian to be portraying Poison Ivy, and would you want Margot Robbie to return? Like, I would like to hear your thoughts in the chat. Because
I think I think Margot Robbie's coming back.
Margot Robbie. I don't. The only way she would come back is if they did that storyline.
You've been vocal about that for the last couple of years. I want to do the Poison Ivy movie with Harley Quinn, so why not? You know, since some stuff from Peacemaker are canon, and that character's from the Suicide Squad movies, some of them are canon. So yeah.
Considering we haven't had a Poison Ivy live action in nearly 20-30 years, right?
That's true.
It's a long overdue thing, right? And I can just see Karen Gillian playing that role and knocking her out the park, right? Because she's a very good actress. She first started off in Doctor Who, then she made her way over to Hollywood. So, you know, she has got the acting chops for that. And I don't know whether Margot Robbie would return. I mean, because of the whole Lady Gaga situation. Because remember, she's playing Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is playing Harley Quinn in the Joker.
I don't think she necessarily would want to come back, but if she did, it would be because of that. That's actually the project that she said for a while she was trying to get done. I think if Birds of Prey would have succeeded,
she would have done it.
That would have been the next project instead of
definitely. But I think with James Gunn, I think he probably might see that there's value there for Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, because if you remember, they were like a big thing in the animated series in the 90s, and then also the Harley Quinn TV show. You know, that's also popularity there as well. So just to see that there would be interesting. Like, I want to hear RJ's thoughts as well. RJ, what do you think?
I think it's time to move away from Margot Robbie as her. You know what I mean?
I agree, Cal, because we are getting the Lady Gaga, so we're already going there, and she's extremely successful without Harley. She doesn't need Harley. Right?
Yeah, but I want to hear like what RJ has to think about the whole Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy project. Like, what does he think? Does he think it's a good role for Karen Gillian to be in that role of playing Poison Ivy alongside maybe Margot Robbie or somebody else? Like, what would you feel? And would you want an animated TV show, a live action TV show, or movie? Like, I would don't.
I'd be okay with that casting. I'd be fine with that. I wouldn't have anything against that. I feel like Margot Robbie will likely stay just because I feel like she really enjoyed working with James Gunn. I feel like they got, mutual repertoire between them. Plus, too, she's like really hot with Warner Brothers again. She's probably the biggest she's ever been in terms of her career. I think it makes sense to stick with the role at least for a little bit. If they're gonna do something with her and Poison Ivy, like a Gotham City Sirens, I feel like the best avenue to do something with that would maybe be, honestly, I say go with the movie. I feel like a movie might be the route to go because you've already got an animated TV show, right? It's
Right.
a little bit different, and I feel like they've done the TV stuff before. I feel like Harley like you'd have to do the project in a way to where it feels big screen worthy. That's why I say do Gotham City Sirens.
Well, I want to. This is kind of proving it to me, and I would like to get Voltaire too. Voltaire, maybe us older. I'm not. Maybe I. I don't want to age us, Voltaire, but maybe us older fans that grew up with these, like Batman the Animated Series. Maybe this is type of thing that's like generational. That the younger generations are all about Harley and Poison Ivy, and only some old school fans want still Joker and Harley. Like I'm still upset that we didn't get the. Margot Robbie and Jared Leto fully fleshed out in the next one. I mean, but we are getting the Joker too. We are getting that. But do you think what do you think is the more popular couple? Is it generational?
So, yeah, I don't. First of all, I don't think Margot Robbie's coming anywhere near the Harley Quinn character ever again. Lady Gaga is going to kill it, and she's going to be too ashamed to play Harley Quinn ever again. I'm not kidding. So I think that's over.
Wait. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
No, that's a factor. Like, if
I don't
someone
know
does
about that, but-
she didn't give her any notes at all, but if like
the whole
Lady
point
Gaga
of
crushes
DC
it, she is going to be the best Harley Quinn potentially. Why would you want to follow that up when you already had 3 chances? Then you're
It's a different thing than what she's doing, though.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That could actually damage
The
her
whole
career
point.
for RJ.
The whole point
Okay,
of
that's
like,
not damage.
Joker,
That's crazy.
the whole point of something like Joker existing is that it's meant to be Elseworlds. Like, she's not like that's a very different Harley Quinn from the normal. Like, they're doing something totally different with that, right? Like, the whole point of Elseworlds is for something like that and a mainstream Margot Robbie Harley Quinn to coexist. It's the whole point of what they're doing. Like, I don't see why one doing good means the other has to go away completely.
So, yeah, a post Barbie Margot Robbie, right? Post Barbie is going to go up and play a. Okay, so I think that the fact that another actress is playing Harley Quinn is not good for her. She doesn't like it. Okay, and I don't think she would look at it as a competition. And if Lady Gaga, who is iconic and with who she is, and I do think she's going to kill it in the role, I don't think Margot Robbie wants to touch this thing.
So you're saying,
but she's been very publicly supportive of Lady Gaga, though.
Sure.
What else is she going to do?
She said, I always thought of Harley as a character that you go pass on to other people and have other portrayals of it.
Yeah, she openly said that she wants the character to be portrayed by different actresses.
Of where I say it could hurt her career. The world is her oyster right now, post Barbie.
Yeah.
Like, she has all these opportunities. So you take a character that you've already done 3 times to moderate success. People like her as it. But if you don't get it right, that could damage all your momentum going back to Harley Quinn right now. If it has to be amazing,
But here's the thing, though. The one thing that Margot Robbie has always said, though, is that she always wanted to do a story with Poison Ivy.
Absolutely.
That Margot Robbie.
You see that post Barbie?
Doing.
She
said that like for years now. Like, I think even still recently she brought it up.
So post Barbie.
I believe so. I have to check. But she's brought it up numerous times. That's something that she really wants to do.
I'm saying I don't see why you would risk it. And there's all these factors. She said, I would like it, Harley Quinn, to be passed on to other talent. The world is her oyster right now. She can pick any project she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to be judged against 2 things: your back catalog of Harley and Lady Gaga's Harley, and it could damage your career if you don't get it right.
No, it's not. What the fuck are you? Okay.
Well, I mean, think about it.
That would not damage your career.
Is above average, only above average is Harley Quinn.
What is Hollywood? What have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
Not gonna damage your career.
But Max,
not like permanently, but it could damage her forward momentum where she's getting the biggest payday she's ever got for her roles.
But Max, here's the problem: if Margot Robbie does move on from Harley essentially, and somebody else gets the role, you will always get the fans saying like Margot Robbie was the best, Harley portrayal.
Sure.
You
always gonna be
you'll
always get that.
Have a what you said made me think of something. You said you got to do it right, da da da. If you're going to move on from being Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn and it sucks. I'll give you an example. George Clooney, Batman.
No, but it's like, here's the thing though. You'll get people like, people in the Snyderverse will talk about Margot Robbie. People that are part of the DCU. People will say a lot of things, and then even James Gunn's fans will be like, why bring back Margot, because she had a good relationship with James as well. But I just think if it's a new actress, great. But if not, then that's also great. It's like it's a win-win regardless, right? And I think that if this project is true, that the Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy project is legit, then this could mean a great deal for the DC brand itself. Because you got to remember, David Zaslav is trying to protect the DC brand, and Harley Quinn is a big essential character in DC.
Flotty, you really care about this, don't you?
Yes, he does.
I mean, I'm a big DC fan. I'm a huge DC fan, so obviously I know a lot of knowledge about the DC, DC lore and how far back Harley Quinn goes, and
Harley Quinn was created in Batman animated series, and everybody wants to quit. I'm pissed off because Harley Quinn's not wearing her traditional outfit, the Harley Quinn outfit. They never put her in it. They put her in it in deleted scenes for that one movie. Who cares? I got to see it. They do New 52 Harley Quinn. I owe my shit too to Ladia. But anyway, I've known my shit for a while, son. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But everybody likes the new version of Harley.
Well, I like the good conversation. I do want to say we got to wrap up this topic though, because if me and Voltaire are going to do that, we have to do it soon.
Yeah,
I'm in my cousin's sleeping room.
Sorry, cousin.
Sorry, cuz they said it's well, my aunt's not going to be happy. That's who's going to care.
Yeah, break the umbrella where you at it.
Huh? What did you say, Anthony?
Yeah, break that umbrella, whatever that was.
Umbrella.
Yeah,
that's the light.
That's the light. That's
break
like
the
his...
light.
Okay.
No,
well,
it's an
I
umbrella
want to
light.
thank anyone have some final thoughts for the members stream, and me and Voltaire are gonna tell us what you're working on.
I thought he was gonna do a couple of members questions.
I could do that with Voltaire after. No,
I will
offense,
say I will say this, right?
well, Anthony could stay. Voltaire, is that okay?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I'll probably go to bed in like 2-3 minutes. I'll say this before I leave. Make sure you firstly like the stream, share Max's stream with your friends, subscribe to it, and subscribe to him because he deserves all the support that he could get.
I deserve all the YouTube viewers, everything. Yeah. Thank you. No, I'm kidding. Thank you, Claudia.
Okay, and the second thing is like on my channel, because if you don't mind me self-promoting before I go, is that I will be doing content with the members on my channel. That if you're a member on my channel, then I'll talk about the Harley Quinn stuff. I'll be talking about the Batman Cape Crusader situation. I'll be talking about WBD. I'll be talking about a lot of different things on my channel on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I'll be doing Snyder Fans Read Comics as I covered the New 52 Justice League run with Jared from Comics League, and then also on this Friday that's coming up, we are Jared, myself, Max are going to be doing Comics League Dark.
Oh, you know what, Taladia, I can't do it this Friday. I forgot I'm leaving town.
Okay,
so I'll have to ask. I'll message Jared. Maybe we could do it the next Friday after.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let Thing know. So, but other than that, guys, like I said, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And and yes, if you can get me up to 2K subscribers, I'd be super appreciative. I'm close. I'm that close to reaching 2K. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and help me support me on my journey to 2K.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Taladia. Voltaire, is going to stick with me. RJ, if you want to tell people what you're doing.
Yeah, just chilling.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Cal, happy to have you. We'll try to figure out your audio. I'll work with you on that. I don't know. It's just I don't.
You hear me?
It's like unbearably crackling on our side. I know you don't hear it, but we hear.
But we hear. Yeah.
Well. My audio might be messed up, but can I just tell you one thing?
Yeah.
And one thing is that there is a video store that is right outside from my house.
Awesome.
And if you're ever in East Tennessee, yeah, I'll show it to you. Is what I'm saying. What I'm trying to tell you is there is an actual what?
Can I crash on your couch?
Maybe not.
Maybe.
There's no lady over.
But no, I'm telling you, that's an actual functioning video store right outside my fucking house. It's been here for years. It's called Cliffhanger Video. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But anyway, I didn't know my audio was messed up. But sorry.
That's all right. We still like having you around, Cal. We love it. I'm glad. That's awesome. Support these stores while they're still available. You know, a lot of these are small businesses. The big chains are stopping. You know, even Walmart is going to have it for so long. Target, but the big chains are stopping. So support these small businesses for sure. Thank you, Cal. So with that said, Taladia, RJ, and Cal, we'll see you guys later. And Voltaire.
Yeah. Take care, everyone. I'm off to bed. So have a wonderful night and stay safe out there, everyone.
Yes. All right.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Oh, RJ, you want to stay too?
Wait, what are we doing? What's going on? I'm so confused.
Voltaire has a special presentation.
Sure, I'll stay. I had nothing else better to do. I'll just be quiet and listen.
We're still live, you know.
Yeah. We're still live. That's okay, right? You didn't want to record it, right?
No.
Okay. We will do the special presentation of you have the response, or what is this?
Yeah. So briefly, hang on a second here. Let's bring up the prior thing. One moment here.
Good old Gina.
Okay. All right. So this is the original motion to dismiss filed by Disney that we went through last time, Max. And I just want to touch on it briefly because it's important. So the main point Disney was making is that we have a First Amendment right to shut down Gina. So this is why that article said that they discriminated against her and they said they were allowed to. If you remember, everybody who watched that video, Disney said, yeah, we did do it, but we have a First Amendment right to discriminate against her for her speech if we find that it hurts us as a publisher. And they cited all kinds of cases. And again, the main cases they cited to were a case with an Irish American League in Boston who put on a parade, and then a LGBTQ Irish group wanted to have a float in that parade, and the Irish American Boston group said, no, we don't want them in there. It's against our message. And the Supreme Court said, yeah, you're allowed to do that. That's really the main case. They also cited to a case with the Boy Scouts where they kicked out a gay individual who was posting on Twitter and stuff about being gay and being a Boy Scout leader and how they were allowed to do that. So Gina filed the complaint. Instead of filing an answer, Disney filed a motion to dismiss the complaint, meaning the complaint doesn't have any basis to go forward. We want to dismiss the lawsuit right now. Again, so this is a tactic that's very common in the legal field. These are rarely granted.
Trump does it a lot. Not to make a joke, they always try to say that we need this dismissed, right? Oh, your presentation went away.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, that was it. Yeah, right. So sorry, what was your point, Max? That the
No, not to dog on Trump or anything, but their legal team, they use like whenever there's something come up, they'll use so much in law, motion to dismiss. This isn't, right?
right. They use a motion to dismiss, and it's rarely granted, and it's mostly to buy time, quite honestly, and it's just something lawyers do. What do you want me to tell you?
Good way to
And
make money.
it's a way to make money. It's a way to buy time, and you give it a shot. Why not? But it's rarely granted. Now, Disney's main argument again was that we have a First Amendment right to cut Gina off. Yeah, we did. So basically, what we were surprised about, Max, if you remember, is that Disney didn't say Gina was wrong. Disney said, no, we did it, but we were allowed to do it. Right? So that was what was interesting. So now Gina has to file a response, and she has filed a response. And I will bring that up now. And I want to apologize in advance because I didn't go through it in advance like I usually do when we do this thing.
Oh, you did a max.
What's that?
You did a max. You just
Yeah.
you went live.
Right. It's only 28 pages, right? It's a pretty meaty document. So if you also remember, one of Gina's attorneys wrote a big article, so there's like a law review articles where people put scholarly articles up, and Gina's lawyer, one of her lawyers, did a scholarly article saying that companies are allowed to fire somebody if they under First Amendment protection if the company's message is being harmed by the person. So Disney cited to that left, right, and center. So now her attorney has come back and saying, yeah, they misstated what I said and that kind of thing, which is interesting, right? So, okay. So right off the top, they open it with, after admitting that they discriminated against Carano for her personal political belief and subjected her to disparate treatment from her similarly situated male co-stars, the Walt Disney Company, blah, 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 assert the First Amendment to the Constitution gives them the absolute immunity. And defendants are incorrect. So right away, they're saying, look, what we talked about, you're admitting that you had discriminated against her, but you're trying to say you're allowed to. They're saying, no, you're not allowed to.
You're not.
So that's basically it. That's the main argument.
They're like, this helps us. You admit it, and you can't do it.
Right. And this is what I mean, when we talked about the last article, again, it never got much traction. I thought it would get more traction from the crowd who are on the side of Gina Carano, that Disney's admitting that they did something wrong, but it didn't seem to pick up too much traction. I don't know if they picked up the nuance, or people are just, this is too deep in the weeds of the legal stuff. So Gina's argument is that none of Carano's comments referenced defendants Star Wars, The Mandalorian, or had anything to do with defendants. Carano's claims do not seek to impose any message on defendants or to change defendants' speech in any fashion. Rather, Carano seeks relief for the defendant's violation of the laws of general applicability, blah, 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 to inhibit her free speech. So remember, there's that California law that says that you can't.
Interesting.
What's that?
That's
There's that California. Yeah, right. So there's that California law that says that if somebody has a political belief, you can't, as an employer, fire them for expressing that political belief. Now, Disney's saying that this goes against the company's standards, and Gina's saying, no, it doesn't go against the company's standards. I didn't say anything bad about Disney. I didn't say anything bad about what The Mandalorian was saying. So how am I going against the company's standards? What I said had nothing to do with those things. I don't know if that makes any sense. Right?
Can you repeat that last part again?
So, okay, yeah. So they're trying to say that Gina's comments are anti-Disney's general standards and the message that they're trying to portray. She's saying what I said had nothing to do with what I did on The Mandalorian or what The Mandalorian is trying to say. So if you remember, in that last thing, they said that the main thing that they focused on was her Holocaust comparison,
Yeah.
right? And she's trying to say that there's nothing in The Mandalorian associated with that, and so they can't use that defense against me. Does that make sense now, sort of?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's boring the legal standard. Okay. Defendants admit that they terminated Carano for her personal speech, confirming that her pleaded claims are valid. Right? So again, they're using the fact that they said that, hey, we did discriminate, but we're allowed to. They're saying, well, yeah, you've just said that you did discriminate against her. We're saying you're still not allowed to. Okay, so here's the crux of it. Defendants represent that Gina's personal views conflict with Disney's values, while those of other Disney employees referenced in the complaint apparently do not. She's talking about the Pedro Pascal stuff, right? Defendants, Disney then claims that Carano's comments would detract from Disney's ability to convey its own chosen message. But there are no allegations of the complaint to support such a claim. The only claim sets out on its face of the complaint that the defendants violate Carano's rights under California law. In fact, defendants cannot dispute at this stage of the case. So again, they're trying to say that there's nothing in the Mandalorian that Gina said. So you see what Gina's trying to say. Again, there's nothing in the Mandalorian that she contradicted. So there's no message from the Mandalorian that she
From the show. It's just her
Yeah.
personal. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Is that a defense that will hold up?
So that's interesting, right? So the California law says that remember the California law was designed to protect. It was drafted and done to protect people who, for example, march in a LGBTQ parade, and then their employers say, "Hey, we don't like you marching in an LGBTQ parade, so we're going to fire you." So the California law, which is what Gina's suing them under, said you can't fire somebody for their political rights.
And
So
this is actually, I'm actually very happy that Gina is doing this, and this is also could potentially set a precedent for whatever side you're a bipartisan benefit. Like even like say the Scream actress that was fired, she said something on Twitter, she retweeted something, and
She didn't say something on Twitter. That was Instagram. That's different.
it's whatever, social media. I understand what you mean, Anthony, but that I think she might have a case too if Gina's coming.
But is this more of like a symbolic lawsuit though, where it's more about just standing your ground versus actually trying to win something though?
She has the potential to win this, I think.
No, what I'm saying though is that is her doing this more so a symbolic gesture of a lawsuit?
I don't think so. I don't think it's just. I don't think it's just symbolic and only for, we're gonna go after Disney. I think there's a strong possibility that she could actually win this. Actually, I think
I still think most likely they'll likely just settle out of court.
I'm sure Disney tried.
So that's the interesting thing, right? What's the motivations in a lawsuit, right? Is it money? Because if it's money, you throw money at the other party who's suing you. If you're a defendant and you say, okay, what do you want? Okay, you want this much? Well, I'm not going to give you this much, but I'll give you this much. Go away. Is that going to be enough for Gina?
Well, maybe, for example, to bring up the Scream actress again, we don't know if there wasn't some private thing that was done for her to benefit where she might not want to pursue. You don't know if they did something because I think she had a similar case.
Yeah,
she's good. She's over it.
Well,
she's over it. Why though, Anthony?
Yeah, I mean, if there is some
she said when she was doing her last movie that she's good.
Yeah, but companies all the time give money to just make it go away. Like they don't want her publicly to be there because it causes them issues. Because
she already publicly talked about it way many times.
Yeah, but why is she okay with it now? Is it because they wrote her a check?
They could have wrote. I'm just saying it's very plausible that they could have wrote her a check and just moved on with the Scream franchise.
So to RJ's point, does Gina want money? I mean,
I don't
Anthony, you're
think
the
so.
one who
No.
told me
I
that
don't think
she's
it's about money.
wealthy.
Yeah, I don't think this is about money. That's the thing. I don't think any amount of money can.
But I don't.
settle
I
this.
also think it's not just symbolic, like what you're saying, RJ. I think she thinks she could win. I think she's convinced she could win too. I don't think it's for the money. I think it does set precedent for other people that have been no longer have their jobs for similar reasons.
Well, there's also the Musk factor of it too, about Musk and his involvement, at least the Twitter side of things, and them funding some of this.
They're funding all of it, is my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So
honestly, because he is funding it, it's not about money either. It's about promoting the free speech platform as X, which I think it's starting to turn around. Honestly, people still use X. They always complain, but they never leave.
Right.
And then even
Who's on Threads?
the former person in charge of Twitter. What was the guy's name that sold it to Musk?
Jack Dorsey.
Jack Dorsey even gave X credit recently, unless that was a fake quote.
No,
that he
he's giving Elon Musk credit a few times.
Yeah. So,
but he was already gone from Twitter by the time it was sold to Musk. But yeah,
this is like promotion for free speech advocates.
So yeah, it's interesting because you always look at the motivation of parties, right? Like, what are they looking for? So Gina, if she's not looking for money at this point, because she's not like destitute financially, right? She doesn't really think she's going to get put back into Star Wars. Let's face it. She knows that that's not going to really happen, right? Even though that's what she's asking for. So then what is she asking for? She's asking to be what RJ said, symbolic, like a martyr. Like, I'm the free speech victim here, and I'm going to be the one that takes down the big thing. And guess what? I have unlimited resources backing me up to file this lawsuit. These attorneys on this case are $1,500 to $2,000 an hour attorneys. Okay.
They must be really expensive.
Yeah. These are not $12 an hour attorneys, So there's a reason that the attorneys are citing Gina's attorney who wrote scholarly articles and using it against them and that kind of thing. This is symbolic. So I don't know what the end game here is, because you have two parties so Disney doesn't want this to go forward. I'm telling you, they don't want to fight this. If
they could write a check, they would. I'm pretty sure. Just yeah.
Well, question: how much longer? Okay, so how much longer until then? Because this is a public court case, right? So would have like a judge proceeding over it if it went to court.
Yeah. So it would.
How far away are we from that?
Very far away, super far away. So Gina filed her complaint. So normally, you file a complaint, then the defendant files an answer. Instead of filing an answer, Disney filed a motion to dismiss. So then Gina's people have to file this response that we're looking at right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that gets heard on June 12th in front of a judge. So they're going to go argue in front of a judge on June 12th whether or not the complaint should be dismissed. Trust me, it's not going to be dismissed. They're rarely dismissed. And then Disney files an answer. Disney still has not filed an answer to the complaint. So we are that early on in the whole thing. Like, if there weren't these motions to dismiss, it would go complaint and 40 days later an answer.
Disney never filed an answer to the complaint in the first place.
Because they're dismissing the complaint, saying that the complaint's not even good enough for us to file an answer. So we want a dismissal. Now, they do this just as a tactic.
It's like dismissal's like a Hail Mary. It can occasionally work, right? But
it's like a 10% outcome of positive. And why do they do it?
Better than a Hail Mary, but yeah.
Yeah. So why do they do it? It's because this is just what attorneys do. Yeah, they just do it. Like, you file. I mean, I said it when we went through the complaint. They're going to file a demur or a motion to dismiss, because that's just what you do. It's just like you paper people. It's part of lawyering that I don't like, truthfully, because this is just filing documents for the sake of filing documents. But everybody does it. It's just the way it goes. Now, imagine you're a small guy suing a big guy. So imagine you're suing Volkswagen. Your Volkswagen car is bad, and you file a complaint against Volkswagen. Volkswagen files a motion to dismiss your complaint. You got to keep paying attorney fees to get your attorneys to file these other documents, whereas Volkswagen has all kinds of money. But in this case, you have resources upon resources from both sides. So they're just, everybody knows what everybody's doing. It's all a game, in other words, RJ. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's stupid. I agree it's stupid. Disney knows this is not going to fly. I was surprised they filed that motion to dismiss. Not that they filed the motion to dismiss, but that they took the route that, yeah, we violated her First Amendment rights, but we're allowed to under these cases. And again, the cases they cited were I hate to put it this way, they were anti-woke cases. You know what I mean? Like, they were against a trans person, against a LGBTQ group who wanted to put a parade and a float, against a gay Boy Scout leader. I was surprised that Disney allowed their attorneys to use those cases as shields for them against this. But I guess they figured nobody really looks at this stuff. so it didn't matter. But that's kind of where we're at. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I guess this is related a little bit. It's a different case, though. I might as well bring it up because it's relevant. Did you guys see that Marvel Studios and Disney issued a subpoena against Can We Get Toast?
Against who?
It's a scooper. They do leaks for movies.
Oh,
yeah. They issued a subpoena inside of their Instagram account.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of that. I saw that. I'm trying to get a hold of the subpoena. I want to look at that. That's really interesting.
I think this is like the second time they've done something like this. The first time was when they issued, I think, a subpoena and like a DMCA takedown for a subreddit, the Marvel Studios spoiler subreddit for like an Ant-Man.
And Marvel win that case.
Yeah, I think Marvel did win that case.
Yeah, they win that case. They found the person, and obviously the subreddit is still up because they found the person who was making stuff.
Yeah, the scary thing about that subpoena that RJ's talking about is it doxes people. It unmasks these leakers. Like, it gets their ISPs and who they are.
So they
Oh,
pretty
really?
much
There's the
yeah. They pretty much
that's why it was such a
asking-
big story, because that person's definitely whoever they are. I mean,
they're
here's-
whoever they are. Yeah,
we
whoever
can
they
get
are.
toast is toast.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But
to
here's
be
the thing, though,
honest,
like,
they haven't
an
posted
account like
anything.
Can We Get Toast?
Well,
They're
to be
not
fair-
the ones leaking the information. Someone from Marvel is contacting this person and giving them the information, giving them the stuff.
Yeah, but
That's
still,
what's interesting about it. It's just like, okay, where?
but still, if you
Well,
take
that's
the bait,
that's a game changer for. Sorry, Anthony. Go ahead.
but if you take the bait and you the one, if whoever that person is, and you sell it to people on Instagram, subscriber on your Instagram, they're gonna find out who's that, and Instagram is gonna contact that person and stuff like that. And,
No. What I'm talking about is like, yes, Can We Get Toast is like posting leaks and scoops on Instagram. Yes. What they
Yes.
got in trouble for was that they leaked via their Instagram paywall. They leaked a promo image of Red Hulk and then a film still from, I think, the CinemaCon trailer or something else.
And then footage from the actual Captain America movie.
Well, they could have easily got the CinemaCon stuff.
No, not the CinemaCon. I'm talking about actual footage from
Well, I
the
don't
American
think it was
movie.
footage. I think it was just a still. It was a still image.
Some people saying there's footage from the.
I haven't seen footage. I mean, maybe I don't know. Point being, though, is that happened, right? But here's the thing: Can We Get Toast is not the one who's acquiring this stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's an actual person who's giving them this, and then they post it.
Technically, she's whoever. Well, she's still making profit. She has to give
No.
I
know. What
This
I'm
is an
saying
interesting side topic. We'll have to get back to the main one though. But yes, I would, RJ. That'd be interesting, and Anthony, if we could cover that again in the future this week, like what's going to happen if they keep going after scoopers more often? That's going to dry up the
They
people
already
that are willing
found one of them, and that person.
but that's going to dry up the people that are willing to talk on the productions, right?
Yeah.
Because the first thing We Can Get Toast is going to do is give up the source.
You giving up. You're not gonna.
That's what's interesting. Who at Marvel Studios is leaking this stuff to internet? people.
You know, you give up
Somebody
the
is
source.
sweating. Somebody is sweating this.
Yeah, someone at the studio level is handing this information to these anonymous accounts,
Probably
so that
for
these
money.
anonymous accounts can post it.
Honestly, can I be real? I don't, I perps in my head all the time when he's like, why would you suggest this? Where's your proof, Max? I'm just saying the number of visual effects artists around the world, and they already said that they were mistreated, but the
Unionize
amount of them,
Yep.
the amount of them in different studios working on special
Well,
effects
don't forget,
at the same
Max.
time, there's just a high chance of risk for something coming out
don't
that
forget,
way.
Max. Do you know where a lot of the VFX artists are working now?
Marvel.
From home.
From home, yeah.
A lot of them are
They
working
could
from
be
home now.
hacked. Well, they could also be hacked and stuff. Yeah.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they're working from home, so there's less security. They can easily do that now. Like if they wanted to, they could easily leak.
I'm not going to talk too much about my job, but there's a lot. Like if you work for a company like this, they're going to have custom encryption programs to probably have on your computer, though.
I mean,
I know I work from home. And
Toast hasn't posted anything in 24 hours, which means that
No, they just posted something a few.
No, I'm talking about she hasn't said anything on Instagram and on Twitter. So
I apologize, Voltaire. Let's get back to the Gina.
No, this is very interesting.
Yeah.
I saw there was a snippet of that subpoena, and right away I thought, how can I get a copy of that full subpoena? And why hasn't anybody posted it yet? Because even the snippet of the subpoena was just a snippet that was leaked. But
it was a little bit, yeah.
Well, it's got to be a public document that can easily be found.
Yeah, it's probably will be public soon. We'll see. Yeah, but if that person she hasn't said anything. She, whoever it is that own that account, hasn't said anything
They
so far.
posted a new thing behind their paywall on Instagram, which is funny. Like,
Well, yeah, yesterday, but ever since they haven't posted anything. So she's definitely been in contact with those lawyers. So we'll see.
All right. So anyway, just to get back to this. So again, this is 28 pages. The crux of the argument is that she goes back to saying that Disney harassed her over the pronoun issue. Remember, we went over that in her complaint, how they tried to make her have all kinds of meetings, and they wanted her to have
a struggle session.
Right. They wanted her to have a Zoom meeting with Kathy Kennedy and 40 LGBTQT workers at Lucasfilm Disney, where they they implied in the complaint she was going to get berated and all this kind of thing, but it was whatever. And then this is the key to her argument. What she said has nothing to do with Disney. It has nothing to do with Disney's speech or what Disney's trying to present. In fact, basically she's saying they're just trying to shut down her personal rights. So they're trying to distinguish, like, Disney doesn't really make any kind of, messaging like they're trying to say they do now in this answer. They're just using that as a smoke screen. And what she said that they had a problem with about the vaccine and all that kind of stuff, Disney was never saying anything about that, so she was never contradicting Disney's message. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in those cases where, like, the Irish community group said that we have a message of, I'm not saying I agree with this argument. We have a message of, Irish Catholic, whatever, the Catholic Church, and we're Irish. So bringing a gay lesbian float into our parade contradicts what the Catholic Church has to say. So we can exclude them. Do you see the distinction, sort of?
Yeah.
Right. And then again, you have the beauty pageant for women, and then putting a trans woman in there. That was upheld by the court. I'm not saying that's okay, but that's why Disney said we're allowed to do this to Gina, because she is saying something different than what our messaging is. But she's saying, well, what's your messaging? Your messaging is Mandalorian has none of this messaging. I never contradicted it. So, again, there's all kinds of stuff.
I don't think that argument's going to go far either, because when you're hired as an actor, it's more than just the acting; it's the press too. Or like you go on junket.
How do you mean?
A lot of, not all the time, but a lot of time when they hire these actors for these big studios, it's not just for the role; it's for promotion too afterwards. You know.
Oh, I see. So they're allowed
So
to.
there's a factor of that when I believe it's part of their contract. RJ Anthony, would you agree with me there, knowing what you know about the industry, that you're hired and you're also the intention is that you're going to be doing
I
some
mean,
press on it.
there will
It
be.
was it was an anomaly that
Yeah, there
Flash
will be
didn't
some.
do it. What's his
Yeah,
name? Ezra Miller didn't do it.
as a yeah, like it will be something in the contract that she has to follow, and what not to say, what do say, whatever you want. Yeah, so
There's lots of things about post filming that you have
yeah,
to abide by, like what
yeah,
you
you
say.
have to follow.
You can't
If
even
it's,
disparage what your work is until.
I'm pretty sure the studios will give the actors a contract and what to say and what not to say on social media and stuff like that. Now, if you do something crazy that's out of the studio, like you broke into somebody's house, you drunk and you hit somebody, that's you. That's on yourself. So yeah.
Yeah, it's all very interesting.
Mhm. So check out what I highlighted here. Carano did not make any effort to alter the message of The Mandalorian, and the defendants do not explain how Carano's personal, off-the-job social media comments affected defendant speech. Remember, the California law is designed to protect employees off the job making their political statements, right?
Which I think is a good thing.
Right. So now she's saying, well, how does what I said affect what the Mandalorian was trying to say to people?
Okay, now I see. I get
Right.
it now.
You see, and that's how
Because
she's
she's in California too, so this law should be covered for her.
right. And the cases you cited where the Irish Catholic group said that the gay lesbian float violates their message, we kind of get that. You know what I mean? That's the Catholics don't believe, or whatever, Catholic religion doesn't believe in gay lesbian community. So it contradicts what they're trying to say. How does what Gina was saying have anything to do with what the Mandalorian was trying to say? Now here's the interesting thing. Remember, Disney does not, no matter what, Disney does not want Discovery. Disney does not want Favreau getting deposed. They don't want Kathleen Kennedy getting
Imagine if they
deposed.
lost.
Well, yeah.
Can you imagine if Gina Carano succeeds in this case, which I think there's a strong case there. Whether you agree with what she says or not.
Right.
There's this law in California, it's not just to protect lefties. It's to protect everyone.
Well, that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
You know, and then they tried to strike back by saying, look at these right-wing issues where the law went in their favor. We're trying to use it too. It's very interesting how they're using it. So now remember, Disney wants to cut this. So one of the reasons, RJ, why they file these things, if this succeeded, there would be no discovery. There would be no depositions. They already mentioned Favreau in the first complaint. They mentioned Kathleen Kennedy. You know they're getting deposed. And a whole bunch of other people. They don't want that. So
yeah, they don't want to have them be like Walter Hamada and have to go testify as part of a court case.
Right. And it would be recorded and it would be over a few days. It would be terrible.
Walter got cooked for that one.
Exactly. Listen,
yeah, like that
Bill
was
Cosby,
terrible.
remember
Jesus
everybody.
Christ,
So it's possible that Kathy Kennedy might get deposed and have to. I said disposed by accident. That's not a Freudian slip. Deposed.
You mean being on
Kathy
stand?
Kennedy disposed did not make me happy right now. I actually meant to say deposed, not disposed.
I mean,
but that would be very interesting.
She would get deposed and Favreau would get deposed. Because remember in the complaint, she mentioned that Favreau pulled her aside and said, your life's about to change. They're going to give you a series. You're going to be the star of it. So yeah, they'd want to depose Favreau. Did you really tell her that? Who told you that you could tell her that? How did you know that was going to happen?
Well, and then the other big factor is, was she even under contract still, or were they talking about potential series? And then the history of Hollywood says, we discuss potential projects all the time. It wasn't a slam dunk,
Right. And do you remember, Max, we made a big deal about this when we went over Disney's response. They called her what? They called her a guest actor. They didn't call her a cast member of The Mandalorian. They called her a guest actor who had a few episodes.
A guest star.
But there
yeah,
was
a guest
definitely
star,
talk of her being a cast member, though, if she was going to be in that new series.
Exactly.
But how long did that get? That's the other big pivotal point to this case of what was she under contract, or was it all talk about her next project? And
Yeah.
and there's a history. All you'd have to do, Kathy Kennedy's failures. You hear that, RJ Anthony in chat? Kathy Kennedy's failures actually help Disney in this certain situation because she talks about projects that don't happen all the time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for once, Kathy's inept
That could be an
Star
out being like
Wars projects
well, that's the thing. That could be an out
helps
for
her.
that could be an out for
They
being
could just
like,
do.
well, we had a lot of projects in development that we canceled.
They could just do a whole list of projects that people are too busy to do. Not that it's not shelved or anything. They're just busy. Ryan Johnson's been busy for 10 years,
Well, that would be hilarious if that
they
shows
could-
up illegal pleading.
No, they could just do that, and then people they'd be like, fire Kathy would be the hashtag.
Right. So again, and back to RJ's point, why is Gina doing this? And what Rhea was saying, why is Gina doing this? Is the publicity more worth it for her? If this gets to Discovery, Gina wins. If Jon Favreau gets deposed, if Kathy Kennedy gets deposed, Gina wins. Remember, guys, nobody wants to get deposed. Like you said, Walter Hamada. But why did Bill Cosby get convicted in this last case? You know why? He had a lawsuit many years ago where his deposition was taken, unrelated to the current claim. Some other lady was claiming something against him, which ultimately settled. But you know what his dumbass attorneys didn't do? They didn't seal the deposition, which you can ask the court to do once a case settles, that you seal the deposition, nobody ever gets to see it. His dumbass attorneys didn't do it. It's malpractice. But guess what they used against him to convict him? Stuff he said in that deposition. Nobody wants their deposition taken on the record under penalty of perjury. It's just bad news. Trust me. I've in my career, I defend big employers. I have had employers who are about to get deposed, and they said, just pay them. Just get rid of this thing. I don't want to hear about it. It happens. My clients aren't as big as Disney, obviously, but it happens. So what Gina's attorney's thing is, one of their goals is don't dismiss our complaint. Let us conduct discovery, which includes depositions and that kind of thing. So look what they say here. So if defendants, meaning Disney, if Disney has evidence for their assertions, they may offer later in the case, but then let them do it, but they cannot sidestep the complaint by simply asserting what they cannot prove at the pleading stage. Meaning, okay, if Disney says that they have these defenses, let's see it in discovery. You can't just try to smash our complaint by just alleging it. You see what they're trying to go for? That's basically a big thing for them. Okay. Sorry, I'm scanning. Again, this is my first read of it. So if you guys have something else you want to talk about while I'm looking at this, go for it.
No, I appreciate it. It's interesting. I've actually, just so everyone knows here, I originally was against. Well, I wasn't against Gina, but I did not like, which I still don't like things she had to say. But as the years go on and on, I just think about more how freedom of speech is important. And it does reflect, you don't want anything reflecting on your employer. I would have stopped. I think what she did was completely stupid. But then I think what really got me thinking was what happened to the Scream actress. It's happening more and more. I don't like it. I'm past all this stuff. Like, I don't want this stuff to happen anymore. I really do want people to remove the art from the artist. So I think this is an important case. I'm not just covering this because I want Gina to fail, I think she has a strong case. I don't know if I necessarily want her to win, but I want it to be for all people in the industry. I don't like a mob saying, I don't like what this person said. Now, I think it's stupid that they keep going and doubling and tripling down, Well, for instance, the Scream actress, she didn't triple down. So it was one thing, and she was let go. Right, as much as I think, unless I'm wrong. And R.J. Anthony, did she do multiple posts after that, or was it just the one thing? But I think this is a good case precedent for the whole industry. You know,
Yeah.
and people that aren't that aren't celebrities too. People working for video game companies. You know, people,
Yeah.
anyone.
And here she talks about, again, and this is a lot of this is repeating the main argument, right? That this has nothing to do with the speech that the message Mandalorian was coming out with. Their decision to terminate her employment and take additional efforts to destroy her career had nothing to do with artistic storytelling, a creative decision, or speaker's autonomy. Rather, it was solely for impermissible, discriminatory, and retaliatory reasons. And then she goes back to, in doing so, under the allegations of the complaint, defendants targeted Carano, but turned a blind eye to her male co-star speech on the same topics.
We don't know that. I mean, that's if we might actually get something if they do depose, not dispose Kathy. I keep thinking that. It's stuck in my head now. If they do depose other people from Lucasfilm, we don't know that nothing was done to Pedro. We don't know. I would think they probably told Pedro to call it too, even though he's a star of the show.
You don't see him nearly as active on social media.
No, he has actually changed, but they're making an assumption there that he wasn't told because they told her behind the scenes to call it. You know, why wouldn't they? I would think they would tell Pedro to call it too. Honestly,
I think they did probably because
but in their rebuttal here, Gina's lawyers are assuming that he didn't. That would be a strong case. That would really help Disney if they did and he stopped and they have the proof of that. And when they depose people from Lucasfilm.
God, how ugly and dirty would that be if they got Pedro Pascal and Pedro Pascal's publicist and whoever from Disney's department, social media or whatever, whoever talked to him, and then they got all those people on the record. Like, how ugly and just messy would that whole thing be? You know what I mean? So again, this is just a lot of stuff. This is the main crux of her argument. I don't see anything so far that is really groundbreaking other than, her main argument is like, this is not a free speech thing. I didn't contradict Disney's message or Mandalorian's message. They just came after me. And that's basically it. It's going to be heard on June 12th. Again, I do not think this will be granted. I do not think they will dismiss her complaint because that California statute is very strong, everybody. Like that you can't, and think of the precedent it would set if they did start dismissing these sorts of things, right? Forget about Gina. Forget about the stuff you may not agree with what Gina said. Think about if somebody worked somewhere and then marched in, let's say, a pro marijuana for medical marijuana, whatever parade or protest or something like that. And then their work said, you know what, we're not for pro marijuana medicinal treatment. So we're going to fire you. Even though you did that off work and it has nothing to do with us, we're going to fire you for that. California,
doesn't fit the Disney message or,
Right. And let's say you work somewhere like a CVS I don't want to say a pharmacy. Say, we don't want you promoting medical marijuana outside of the workplace. That California law is designed to protect people. As long as you're not doing it on the job, who cares? You can't discriminate against someone for their political views. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I know there's a lot here. Again, she goes back to the sex discrimination stuff. Wow. Hang on a second. This is interesting because that was an interesting argument I thought from her was that look what they did to me, but they didn't do to Mark.
They're doing that for extra sexism because they're doing that to throw salt in the Kathy wound. Forces female. You don't want female. You silence a female.
But according to that article, though, that's not her. That's other people at Disney are pushing that, not Kathy.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure that's real or not. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that article earlier. Yeah. I think that person was wrong. I think Kathy. I think it's Kathy's. I think it's Kathy's way or the highway. Honestly,
Yeah.
I
So
don't.
let
I
me-
don't. I honestly don't know if Fabro would have got rid of her without Kathy in her story group. I honestly don't.
That's interesting. That's interesting. So look what she says here. For similar reasons, Disney's attempt to diminish Carano's claim of sex discrimination fails. They merely assert that the male co-workers' statements differed from Carano's. Yet Pascal and Hamill's comments on the same topics make them similarly situated and more than enough at the motion to dismiss stage to establish a cause of action. Again, they're not even saying that they did indeed discriminate. They don't have, that's not the standard they have to meet. They have to say that you can't dismiss my complaint based on, like, there's enough here, there's enough smoke here for us to investigate whether or not she was sexually discriminated against based on what happened with Pascal and Hamill.
It's Anthony. I don't think it's a nothing burger at all. I think it actually helps a lot of people, even that, people that you may agree with ideologies and politically. This could help a lot of people. Just like Voltaire was saying, if you do this, like there's a lot of places in the United States that marijuana is legal, but they could say it doesn't fit the Disney image. What if someone's, constantly smoking up like Snoop Dogg? And they're like, well, this doesn't fit, it's similar type thing, I can't, man, I'm not articulating it great, Voltaire. You know what I'm saying there?
I do.
So it doesn't fit our image. Something that you do off the clock doesn't represent our company well, and we could get rid of you for that. I don't like that either.
Now look at how they conclude it. Today's Disney's values may well embrace Pedro Pascal and Mark Hamill comparing supporters of former President Trump to Nazis while opposing the comments made by Carano. So you see what they're saying, right? This is
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
throwing a little
accurate.
bit
I
of
love
shade.
Mark Hamill, but he does, yeah.
Yeah, it's throwing shade.
Yeah. And no one disputes Disney's ability to express their agreement with the former and their disagreement with the latter. But California Labor Code, this is the law, represents a bulwark against employers' suppression of disfavored ideas held by employees. So that's it. That's it, everybody. That's pretty much it. This is not as exciting a document because, as I said, Disney's response was exciting to me because they went under the First Amendment argument. I didn't think it was going to go anywhere personally. I saw their point, but I didn't think it was going to go anywhere. It's not going to get the complaint dismissed. I'm not saying they're not going to win by the time it gets to trial, but it's not enough to get dismissed.
Isn't it? It's good for Gina too that this is happening in California, right? Because of this law.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That because of that law. Absolutely. And that comment there is, remember, you everybody take out your, remember when we look at these things, we have to look at this, pretend you know nothing, pretend you're just an AI robot who looks at the law. And you have Pedro Pascal and Mark Hamill comparing Trump supporters to Nazis. And then Disney said, well, Gina said that, people who are forcing unvaxxed people are like Nazis treating whatever. Is that not enough to look? Is there not enough there to look at, hey, what's the difference here? Let's dig into this a little more. Like, was there different treatment there? Maybe there wasn't. Maybe these messages are so different, they were different,
I think if they have something there that says they addressed the Pedro thing behind the scenes and he listened, then that's really going to close the case on Gina. But unless they do that, the two biggest factors for me are if they actually talk to Pedro, which most of us have worked at a big company here, and they if they don't like something, they'll talk to you. Even if they are eventually going to like stop doing this, they're going to talk to you. They talked to her. They talk, even if she didn't have to. They at least conversed. And if they have that, and then if what her contract actually was, those are the two biggest questions I have for this case. What contract did she actually have? Was it the James Gunn where they didn't actually sign anything? Did she have a Henry Cavill contract? This is going to change your world, Cavill. Go make that end scene. Well, where's your contract? Black Adam's box office sucked. Was it that type of contract? We didn't hire you. We didn't fire you. We didn't hire you. And then did they actually talk? If there was no contract and it was all talk, and they also talked to Pedro, I think she's not going to win this. But if they didn't, but there are strong things on her side.
But it's messy. So I always compare this case to the Colin Kaepernick case. Colin Kaepernick was expressing his free speech rights, 100% legal, 100% allowed to do it. Kneeling during the national anthem is a protected right. And then he said that these NFL owners, nobody would hire him after, right? He sued the NFL. They filed a lawsuit, right? What did the NFL do? They wrote him a check. And the amount of that check is confidential and it's never been disclosed. But the rumors,
which might have been a result of accepting the funds.
Oh no, it's 100%.
Yeah,
there's a confidentiality.
And that kind of makes, honestly, I'm not against Colin Kaepernick, but that kind of makes you think, okay, if he's willing to not say anything about that too, how important was what he was going for too?
Right.
I'm not questioning that he doesn't care about that, but if he's not willing to say, he took a check and is not saying anything.
Yes, and the rumors in the legal field has been that check that was written to Colin Kaepernick was in the $12 million range, which
I would assume he's making more than active players some cases.
Well, he made more from Nike's contract.
Yeah.
But still, it's 12 million. But some people think that sounds like a lot of money. It is a lot of money to everybody, right?
It is a lot of money if you don't waste it in a year.
Yeah, it's also. But if you think about it, amongst these 32 NFL owners, that's who pays that $12 million. How much is that to them? That's what, like $700,000 a piece. $700,000 a piece to these billionaire owners. It's nothing, really. It's arguably. But the point is, they wrote a check because. Why? They were going to depose Jerry Jones. They were going to depose Bill Belichick. They were going to, They were going to depose the commissioner of the NFL. They were going to do.
Robert Goodell, that bum.
Yeah, they didn't
they just don't want
right. So they wrote him a check. So Gina, I said from when Gina got fired, I think Gina, they told her to shut up. She didn't shut up. All right. They just told her, be neutral. We don't want anyone to do anything. And she kept going. So they fired her. I mean, she did it to herself. But are they allowed to do that under California law is the question, everybody. And she does not. I don't think they can write her a check. I mean, does she want a check now? Like,
no, I don't think it's about money. That's the thing. I don't think that this case is about money anymore.
No.
She doesn't need it, No.
This is, and as Rhea implied, this publicity is better for her.
Rhea also says, look at the case with the woman from Scream 5 and 6. There's a debate of whether she left the franchise because of political beliefs shared off screen as well, whether it was her choice or not. I thought for sure that the news was that she made a comment and they.
Oh no, it was Spyglass fired her.
Yeah,
they terminated her contract.
I didn't think. Honestly, Ray, like what RJ said, I don't think it was a debate at all. I think everyone kind of knew it was because of her comments.
What did she say? I'm not familiar with that case.
She was on She was on Instagram and made comments about Israel in regards. She said she's firmly in the standing with Palestine.
Okay.
Part of this, she's very anti-Israel.
Free.
And apparently, like the Free Palestine stuff. And apparently, Spyglass thought that her comments were leaning into anti-Semitism, so they.
Well, this is the same thing. Like everyone's called an Nazi now. Everything's anti-Semitism, even if you're. I can't stand this, and this is why this is an important. To bring this full circle, this is why this is an important case, because whether it's crazy out there, everyone. Cancel culture does exist. It can impact your job, and something that you think is generally a fine statement in your personal view. Other people have, completely different mindsets, and things change from day to day too, because I know everyone was all on board supporting Israel. And I'm not saying you shouldn't support Israel. It's very complicated. But then a month later, it all changed. Then someone could go back in your history from a tweet a month ago. And then this precedent of this case could help you. You know,
Yeah.
things
And-
could change in a month, and someone could
Well,
go
yeah,
back
not to get all political, but this
Yeah.
is why Joe Biden's been in such hot waters, because he was firmly for Israel, and now since Israel's doing some pretty bad stuff, now it's like, well, ceasefire and peace and all that. It's like, that's why he's turned off a lot of the younger voters.
Yeah, and things age so fast that something you said a month ago, when you don't have certain new information, and this is why this is important. Like, I still think her comments were dumb. I don't agree with them, but
Yeah.
we
Well,
should.
on the flip side, if you worked for Hobby Lobby and you're at this craft store and you're just doing, stocking shelves, but then on the weekend you go to a pro-choice rally, you know what I mean? And you tweet about it. Hey, I'm going to the pro-choice rally. Come on, everybody. And then is Hobby Lobby allowed to fire you for that?
Yeah.
Or you want to live in a world where Hobby Lobby could fire you for that?
Yeah. What if the world comes together? I am for pro-choice, but what if the world comes together and scientists, they say, no, this is, the people's minds change on that besides just a group of people that are pro-life, and the consensus changes, and then you have all that history out there of what you said, that this is another situation where it could help. Things change, standards change, even more so than you think. You think things are going to stay the same consistently. Oh, this will always be the way the common knowledge is, or the standards, but things change.
Right.
And I don't like abortion, but I am still pro-choice. I hate the word saying pro-abortion. That's like, what? Who's pro that? Like they want that. Like it's a hard thing to decide for a person to go through with that, but it's not impacting me. It's not for me to decide, But the consensus, but the standards could change of what the medical profession says, or who knows, and then all your stuff could age badly, and then this type of law, this type of precedent is there to protect you. Why is this going to impact everything in your life?
So let's say you have a Burger King and a McDonald's work right next to each other, and you have two employees, Johnny and Jack. Jack is pro-choice. He goes to a pro-choice rally. Johnny is pro-life. He goes to a pro-life rally. But their employers have opposite views of what they do, and they fire Johnny and Jack. Do we want to live in a world where Johnny and Jack can get fired for going to these rallies and tweeting about them?
No.
Right? I mean, that's my point. Regardless of what side of the fence you're on, do you want to live in that kind of country? This is the shaky ground we're on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do we want to? I apologize. This is very interesting. Anthony, anyone else want to add anything? And then we'll probably start wrapping up. I'll do a few mailbag questions because I know Anthony and RJ and Voltaire stayed, and I want to give the members. This was a member stream that started. It started as a member stream, so I want to give at least like 4 questions answered. But any final? Are you wrapping it up, Voltaire?
Yeah, I'm good. That's the last page anyway.
Okay, Anthony, RJ, any final thoughts on this topic before we get to the mailbag?
It'll be interesting to see how it moves forward, I guess. I mean,
do you think it's an important case? Like, are you interested beyond like,
I think it's going to be one to keep an eye on for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Anthony, any final thoughts?
It's interesting. We'll see who comes on top and who doesn't. But then.
For sure.
Yeah, and just to put a bow on it, just to wrap up to RJ's timeline question, June 12th, they're going to have oral arguments about this dismissal, right?
Yes.
They're just going to stand in front of a judge, and they're going to argue, here's why it should be dismissed. Judge is going to ask them questions. Judge is going to take like at least 15 to 20 days to issue a decision, right? And then after that, if Disney wins, then the case is over. And then Gina can try to appeal. If Disney loses, which I think is what's going to happen, then Disney has to file an answer within 40 days after that. So we're looking at the next time we hear anything hot would be June 12th, and then probably nothing until like into August, that kind of thing.
Yeah, there's so many hot button issues right now. This is extremely relevant and important to me. the results of this, because even though I don't like what she said, I'm not with her point of view at all. It's right to say, especially with the abortion and the Israel-Palestine debates going on right now, someone could easily be impacted where this law can really help them.
Right.
This is one of the California laws that I think is important. There's other things that,
Yeah, California laws. Yeah, and also this is why the other day there was that interview. Remember, we were talking about in this channel saying Gina said she has no hard ill will against Disney and wants to come. I would be happy to work with them again. She has to say that, or else her complaint has no legs, because the complaint has to say she wants to be reinstated. You know, that you have to have that cause of action. Probably it's true too that she'd love to go back if she could. You know, that's probably 100% true.
All right, well, let's give a shout out to all the panel and members, and we'll do 5 questions real quick here at the end, and then we'll wrap it up. So Cal says, "Is this the Sunday member stream? My internet seems to be cooperating."
Not really.
We were happy to. We love Cal. You
Mhm.
know, we'll have to figure something. I don't know what to do, or maybe I'll do a separate members thing where I have one on at a time, just me and one other person. Because a lot of people members like to come on their phones. And StreamYard and phones, this does not work well with the audio. So, and then it can be, I feel bad because it's not the member or the panelist's fault. It's just not working, and it's very distracting to watch. So I'm going to do another member benefit and figure out maybe once every 2 weeks, just me and the members alone, no panel, or one other person to help, And if there's a bunch of people that show up with the link, I'll bring one on at a time, just because we want to hear what you have to say, and the phone and internet connection is rough sometimes. So we love Cal, though, but shout out to Cal. Anthony Cheeseman, why do you keep showing that from Furiosa? I didn't see that character.
Oh, he's from the new trailer. He's from the new
Yeah.
tickets on sale
From
trailer.
the new trailer. He's a
It's like
real
it's like a
person.
little
People
boy,
think
yeah.
Okay.
he's a real
There's
person.
somebody like that in Thunderdome or something too, or in Furiosa, right? With that white face.
Yeah, it's from Fury Road, yeah, with the white face paint.
So what do you think of Mark Strong being in the Penguin Show?
Yeah, apparently this was announced or kind of confirmed by his personal trainer. One of the weird thing though, what's really weird though, Max, do you know who he's playing?
No, I have no idea.
Apparently he's playing the younger version of Carmine Falcone. He's playing a younger John Turturro.
That's cool.
How the hell that makes?
I don't know. It's
I
really
don't know.
weird to me.
I like that. So this
it's
is going to be
Hollywood.
like a
It's
younger
Hollywood.
Penguin too?
No, it might just be flashbacks. Is what I'm
A
thinking.
flashback. I guess he's
Which
playing.
I don't know. It seems like a waste of his talent.
You know what? I'm for a Mark Strong renaissance. For a time there, he was the Giancarlo Esposito of villains. Now Giancarlo is in everything.
I would like to see him
remember
be
when Mark Strong was in everything?
Yeah,
But I haven't seen him as much lately. So
I
I'm
don't
very
know.
happy.
I mean, well, why wouldn't you bring back the actor who played him? He still look young.
He's not that young. That's a thing. What kind of flashback is that?
Yeah,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mark Strong isn't that can't be that much younger than John Turturro.
Yeah, it can be that
He's
that's so weird.
I don't know. That's the rumor, at least. Might be fake.
Me personally, I would have got Matt Strong as somebody else in the
like a
Maverick
Mr.
universe.
Freeze or something.
Yeah, like that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
No, I think he's a great actor. I'm really looking forward to the
Oh yeah,
Penguin show.
Is there a release date? Is there a release date yet for Penguin? Do we know when it's coming out?
Falls of this year. Falls.
Honestly, if I think James Gunn is going to succeed, but I was a little concerned with the suit reveal. Not that it's going to bomb, just not that that's not going to do good enough to greenlight all these other projects. So if Superman Legacy doesn't light the world on fire with like positivity back in the DC and a decent profit, and goodwill towards the new DC, I think they'll just lean into the Matt Reeves verse, do Batman 2, the Penguin show, and
Well,
some
it's gonna
do
be
do
nothing
what did
but Batman movies.
do what Disney did and maybe do some animated projects or some other projects for Max and not in the theater. I think they'll follow the Star Wars platform where people don't admit there's problems with Star Wars, but what did Star Wars do? They
Well, they had to go back to
they
streaming.
workshop stuff on their
Yeah.
streaming platform, right, to figure it
Yeah.
out before DC would return to the theater
That's the
again.
thing. Hopefully, DC will never be in such as bad of a position as Star Wars is in.
I think
Although
it's
I don't
already
know,
been
Star
there.
Wars is a little bit better right now, but like they're both pretty on shaky ground.
I mean, I love Batman v Superman, but that was the first Last Jedi.
So do you think
I was just on the other side of it, I like BVS, but go ahead, Voltaire.
Do you think that like the normies, if you will, care about that suit reveal? That they thought there was anything weird about it or anything
My
like that?
dad liked it. I didn't say
That's
my
what I'm
dad
saying.
watched my
Well,
channel.
that's the thing. I showed my dad's like a casual fan, leaning toward normie. He said it looked fine. But he says like I just wanted it to be a good movie.
Okay.
And then my normie friends looked at it. It's like, yeah, it looks okay. I just hope it's a good movie. That's the mindset. Just like, well, I just hope it's a good DC movie, not a bad one.
Yeah. They just think, hey, that looks like Superman's suit. Oh, he doesn't have the underwear this time. Oh, this time he does have the underwear. They maybe notice that.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think the normies are like really analyzing it. It's like, oh, cool, a new Superman movie's coming. I hope it's good. Or they're apathetic, being like, I don't know. Hopefully DC does something good because I don't know. Like that's
Or they
the
saw
attitude.
that. They saw that and they go, oh yeah, that guy looks like Superman, and he did look like Superman,
Anthony, what do you think of Mark Strong coming to the Penguin? Are you looking forward to the Penguin show?
Oh yeah, I love Colin Farrell.
Doesn't have George Clooney in it, though.
Yeah. So can't wait later this year.
Yeah. No, I think I haven't heard anyone that said, oh, not a good choice. I think that tightens up the Penguin show. And
Yeah,
I do think whenever DC's in trouble, they lean on Batman stuff.
I don't like them taking a handsome actor and making him get an ugly actor.
Jacob says, Max, the modern Planet of the Apes movie scores on Rotten Tomato, Rise, Dawn, War, Kingdom. And I gotta say, I don't think I think Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is the best out of those. Maybe Rise and Kingdom are tied for me.
No, for me the best is still Dawn, but Kingdom's probably like in second place.
Although my cousin, he says rewatch, and he's trying to sleep.
You got to rewatch Dawn.
Yeah, you gotta
Dawn's
rewatch all of them. That should be on Hulu. For
Your
me
mom
would
doesn't watch
be
my channel anyway, so she.
for me it will be War, Dawn, and Rises.
Are you gonna be all right in the morning? Okay, he's like, yeah.
But no, I really enjoyed Kingdom. The cinema score makes no sense to me. The cinema score for Kingdom was
I don't understand
made
why.
no sense to me.
The
I think the
audience-
Hollywood Reporter was saying that apparently with the cinema score for Kingdom, like apparently like a couple people gave it a C and like it dragged it down completely. I'm like, damn.
Well, does this prove that like Apes movies or like the new super movies, like Apes movies are doing really good?
Well, I
think whenever you put King Kong and Godzilla.
I think what it is just that they're both very consistent franchises that consistently do okay. They're modestly budgeted and they're crowd pleasers, Kingdom should be able to make its money back hopefully in the next few weeks because I don't think the budget was that high. I think it made like 130 million worldwide this weekend.
War was the highest Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, War was the highest reviewed. I think Dawn made the most money.
I gotta rewatch. I'll rewatch it.
Yeah, Dawn's a great film.
I gotta make some custom VHS tapes with it on it.
Yeah, you know, cold bars are gonna kill you if you don't watch anything.
Gary, that's your pal, right, Voltaire?
Yeah, he's a UK guy.
Yeah. Electro Brain. What decade had the best movies? 70s or 80s?
80s.
I think if you're talking about, I think it's different. I think if you're talking about like blockbuster movies, 80s.
70s, yeah, blockbuster. But 70s has some couple good movies in there as well.
What year did Star Wars start? 77 though, right?
Yeah, Star Wars is 77. The rest are in the 80s.
But the 80s were just bangers,
I
one
mean,
after another.
82 alone. 1982, you had E.T., The Thing, and Blade Runner.
If
I
you're
mean, come on.
talking to like a pretentious art house guy, like a little movie art house snob. No, I'm just kidding. I love Perp. I think he might go like, I don't know, he might go like 70. There was some interesting. No, for horror it was probably 80s too, huh? But like interesting art house stuff, or when was like Taxi Driver and all that? Wasn't that the 70s?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So there was stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, the 70s had good stuff too. I just think the 80s were better.
I would go 80s. Voltaire.
So yeah, I agree. The '70s art house, like serious movies, tremendous. But
Like Kubrick didn't
80s,
start then too.
yeah,
this Kubrick stuff in the 70s. I think
the '80s, the go-go '80s with the cocaine in the movie studios. You go across the board, action, comedy, everything. It's when filmmaking, I think, sort of started to.
Like I said, 1982 alone, that
Mhm.
year. You know.
Oh, really? That's when I was born. Good year. Anthony, what would you say, 80s or 70s? Good question.
I'm gonna go with 80s.
Yeah. Like if I can only pick one, if I'm a vault dweller from Fallout, and I only have if I can only pick one decade of movies to be in my vault, I would go 80s.
I think you're getting more variety in the '80s for
Yeah.
across the board: comedy, horror, drama, everything.
Anthony Cheesin says, Max, are you ready to eat your shoe? Because you were dead wrong about Kingdom, sir. LOL.
Well, you were wrong.
Oh yeah, he said it was gonna flop.
Cuz, did you like Kingdom? Okay. Oh, that I was gonna. I was wrong that it was gonna flop. And I'm glad I was wrong. I thought there was. I thought there wasn't any. You know how many Kingdom and the Apes movies there are? There's 8 already.
Well, yeah, but
that's
if we're
not
talking
including
about,
TV
the
series.
reboot, though, there's only been 3.
The reboot been 3. One of these, which
So
is gonna be
I'm
3
like, where
more,
else
so it's
could they
gonna be
go?
4.
I was like that towards the Apes movies because I love the Apes movies.
Yeah, you have
I
them
was
on
like
VHS?
yes, the first 5 I do.
What about Matt Reeves ones?
I have them on Steelbook.
Nice.
So I could bring them out, but I want to make a custom VHS for all the new Apes movies because it fits. I'd like a whole to fit with my 5 VHS collection.
You're gonna have an A section.
Yeah, but I was like how people were about Alien and Predator, like, oh, they should stop making them, and I was like, no, make Prey. I was like that I was inconsistent. I was a hypocrite.
Nah,
I was like, there's
sometimes
nothing new they could do, and
sometimes
can't.
you need a movie, especially the Predator franchise. That Prey did great.
Yeah.
And they're making a sequel and a movie in the future with the same director. So, hey,
It's okay to admit you're wrong.
Good,
I mean,
good for the Predator franchise. Good for the Alien movie that's getting a movie next month. I think on June, July, whatever.
Does anyone before we end after the next question? Does Anthony RJ, do you have that poster for the Prey sequel that I saw on Twitter? Was that sent out by Trachtenberg? That looks amazing, or is that just fan made?
That's fan.
Oh, that looks so good.
We probably
I love
we
Trachtenberg.
we don't get news into that. And also we get in the Alien TV show. So yeah. So Alien, both franchises are kicking ass lately. So man.
Oh, I'll cover these 2 as the final ones then. Jacob says, and thank you, Jacob, for holding down the mailbag. And I like to see more people in there. It really makes me happy to see more people in there. Thoughts on Brad Pitt's F1 movie has a $300 million plus budget, making it one of the most expensive films ever. Directed by Joseph Kosinski, Top Gun Maverick. It's really great to see him rebound after Tron Legacy, because I really like Tron Legacy. But the studios were not giving him big budgets after that. But after Maverick, the bets are off.
I believe this is an Apple movie. God damn. Damn, that's a lot of
RJ
money.
had to go. Thanks, RJ.
I mean, it's Apple. I don't think they give a F about any budget. Like they give anything to directors. So man,
it's you know what? Our pal Brian loves race car movies. They don't make them very often.
Yeah,
Brad
they don't.
Pitt is a great star. If I'm on board with them making $300 million F1 movie. You know,
Good God.
I think that's a lot of confidence there.
That's a huge budget, man. Good golly.
Yeah.
For a
And
car
also,
racing
and
movie.
also it's
Not a
because
space movie.
I read
You wouldn't
the
greenlight this,
article.
Voltaire?
I mean, look, Apple has so much money, it doesn't matter, and it's a Brad Pitt movie.
It really, yeah, it doesn't
You
matter.
know, but it's just like, what kind of movies are $400 million?
You know what I would say, Voltaire. I would totally greenlight it just for the fact that Joseph Kosinski just gave us Top Gun Maverick, and they filmed so much. I think he's going to do what he did for Top Gun Maverick because of the behind the scenes. They filmed so much flight footage
They
that
filmed
they
so
have
much
footage for
footage.
the next
Yeah,
movie. They have
yeah,
footage for Top Gun 3 already filmed because they have so much in the cockpit and stuff. So I have a feeling that he's going to do the same thing with F1 racing, where he's going to get special cameras. He already has the experience to document and film on IMAX these high-end amazing machines.
They're amazing action.
So hang on, both of you, without Googling.
Fighter jets. With fighter jets. Fighter jets are faster than F1 cars,
Okay.
right?
Don't Google. Neither of you Google. How much was Top Gun Maverick's budget? Go ahead. Anthony, go.
170, my guess.
You Googled, you bastard.
No, I did not Google because I think.
Oh, I thought you said to Google.
No, I said don't Google it. It's 170. Yeah, 170 is Top Gun Maverick's budget. This is 300. And that's a jet plane movie.
Also, you got to keep in mind the cast was low budget. It was mostly B listers and Tom Cruise and I
They
forgot
should
the
get
other
Tom
girl
Cruise
name.
in here.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they got Tom Cruise to join?
Oh no!
Brad
If you got
Pitt?
Tom Cruise, probably
God,
the budget
Days
would
of
be.
Thunder.
Yeah, it would be like $350 million. It would be $350 million budget.
But
So,
I just think about how much footage he overshot. I mean, this isn't like Zack Snyder. I love Zack Snyder, but he overshot for extended cuts. They documented everything. They have B-reel for other
yeah, they
movies
got footage for
about plane
days if
fighting
they want to use it for the next Top Gun. Yeah.
or about jet. You know how it is easy it is to CG a skin over one of those planes and use
Oh
that
yeah,
footage.
those.
They got
those
some
old fighters,
amazing
yeah.
footage. So I think it's going to benefit the studio to have that.
Look, anything that Joseph does, I'm there. I want to see. Hopefully, we get a trailer for this very soon. So, yeah.
And that makes me happy for him because he was one of those that he was basically Zack Snydered after Tron Legacy. He could not get a big budget movie at all. And then Tom credit to Cruise, he went to him.
Yeah.
And
I believe because this was going to be directed.
Flopped.
Yeah, I believe this was going to be directed by Christopher McQuarrie.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, yeah, but then he passed it to Joseph. So,
yeah.
Hey, you know,
Yeah,
and then I think,
their previous effort, I think it was what was Joseph Krasinski and Tom Cruise before Maverick. It was like the Oblivion or something that bombed.
Oh yeah,
not a big budget at all.
Not big, yeah.
I'm just glad I don't have to foot the bill.
Oh,
but Voltaire, you still might not greenlight this for that budget. Maybe like 200 million, 300 million.
Yeah, no, I don't know that 300 million. This is reserved for epic like space movies and maybe a kaiju movie or something. A car racing movie for that much when they made Top Gun Maverick for $170. I get it. There's going to be explosions and all kinds of cool shots, but
I don't remember. Did Days of Thunder even make that much money back in the day? Probably not.
Back in the day, I don't know. That's interesting.
Days of Fun. That's probably the biggest car racing movie, right?
Also, they're probably filming on the racetrack when those F1 cars use. So like they probably have to give money to those people that they're using as well. So
Let me bring up Days of Thunder here.
Yeah, but the last big car racing movie was Ford versus Ferrari, right? Matt Damon and
yeah, and that made a lot of money.
Dale. So what was that box office?
That made $225 million right there.
Okay.
That's
Right.
a lot of money. Yeah, it made money.
So
That was
film was
directed by
Jeez, that's a lot when you adjust for inflation. Wow.
That is a lot of money actually for back then. 100%. Yeah. Also, back then they were using a ton of practical effects, and
It cost
filming and
double its budget. More, more than that. More than double its
38%
budget.
Rotten Tomato. That's crazy.
I gotta rewatch that. I haven't seen that.
You own it? You own it on VHS?
No, I have
You
Top
should buy
Gun.
it.
Not
You
Days
should
of
get it
Thunder.
on. You should probably find it next. That should be your next hunt. Find it.
You should try to find All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise. That's a Pittsburgh movie, Max.
Yeah. I think I saw that back in the day.
I
There's a
love
lot.
it.
There's a lot. Thoughts on Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes opens 129 million worldwide, biggest opening ever for the franchise. That's great.
That's great for the franchise. People love apes.
I also underestimated Godzilla X Kong. I thought once they did Godzilla v Kong, that people were going to show up for the next one, and it's doing better.
People just.
I told my cousin I fell asleep halfway through. He's like, "I missed a good movie."
They love. People love seeing huge ass kaiju's fight each other. So
The film is 10 million away from becoming the MonsterVerse highest grossing film ever.
God
550 million.
Congratulations to Adam Wingard.
So look at that budget for a kaiju movie. 135 million.
And also because
See, this is the type of person you should give Star Wars. I'm sorry.
Adam Wingard mostly
This
is like I'm fine with Adam Wingard doing his independent stuff. I'm fine with that, but I mean, not surprised because the cast. So to be fair, the cast are mostly B-listers and C-listers. So if you have a cast that is not well known, the budget for these movies always go down. So Warner Brothers being the number one box office studios this year was not on my radar.
Okay.
Good. So good. Hey, congratulations for Warner Brothers.
Well, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you, Voltaire, Anthony. The long stream was great conversation. I will be working on, I don't know if I announced earlier, I will be working on a stream with me and one other panelist called the Power Hour for an hour of content. Just go through topics real quick. It'll help highlight great panelists to give you more attention there. And then I'm thinking something similar eventually, like once every other week, maybe Power Hour with members, maybe me and one other panelist to bring on a member that don't, so the cell phone users could get, a little bit more involved with the channel, because it's not anyone's fault. It's just StreamYard, and it's not working. And that'll be another member's benefit for sure. So Voltaire, if you would do the honors, Anthony, don't it.
Good night and good luck, everyone.